Today, more Utawarerumono, Mask of Truth. Let's get it. Let's continue from where we left off. We fought the war, the first battle, and won. But through trickery and propaganda, we are the villains who took poor Decompopo by surprise. Alas. Various trade requests and bits of tax paperwork plastered the surface of my desk. Trade is starting to revitalize lately. I suppose that's a good thing. Yes, on account of certain independent merchants moving through the region. War to these men is a moneymaker. I believe if you look past these sundries, you'll find wares meant to tempt soldiers, exotic weapons, armor. The competition has leveled out prices at least. There's as much of a boost as our markets are likely to get at this point. I'm conflicted knowing these traders are profiting off of its troubles. But I don't think I can afford to kick that high right now. And on that same note of hopeless situations, we should acknowledge the likelihood that spies may be entering the country amongst these caravanners. I should hope I don't have to explain why we simply cannot close our borders to merchants. Spies, huh? If they're here looking for Enna Kamui's dirty secrets, I don't know that they're gonna find much. But my mass and dot. I myself am the only and absolute secret of Enna Kamui, at least that I know of. And if a little research is all it would take to unravel that mystery, then I would have been discovered long before now. Oh well, bolster security around the marketplace and put the guard on alert, that should help. I've taken that liberty already. I've also had agents tailing several suspicious figures who arrived with the trade boom. Nothing gets by you, Ogi. I shouldn't have expected anything less. There is a certain group whose movements I feel you should be appraised of, however. A certain group? Yes, I've only just begun to hear of them in the past few days, but several men of conspicuous dress have been repeatedly spotted together. Everything about them is textbook suspicious persons, but they didn't come with the traders. The watch and I are at a loss as to their intent. Ogi's typically amused, wry tone takes a more serious turn. He's troubled over this. And you're certain they're not spies? Ogi hesitates for a moment then sighs, answering. From their clothing, equipment, and speech, I can only imagine they're displaced Uzurushans. Uzurushans? Yeah, okay, I can see why having them around would put the locals on edge. Even the metropolitan haven of the capital, Uzurushan, features and attire have a tendency to stand out. Racial and national tensions are at a high since the war. It's only a matter of time until accusations, justified or baseless, are made of these men. But they seem to have no interest in moving on, despite their nomadic ways, nor do they appear to be interested in doing business or mercenary work. What do they want then? It's hard to imagine they're looking for revenge or even trouble from the sound of it. I fear they may be here for personal reasons. Personal, how so? The last I heard of them, they were asking after Jack Waltz, canvassing public places for anyone who might know him apparently. Ooh, the plot thickens. What? Are you ready? Oh. Oh my. Quick. 1 second. Yes, that appears to be me. Alright, let's continue. Are you ready? Not yet. Kiru crouches with his hand. Joke's on you, I'm already here. Oh, you sneaky person, you. Welcome, welcome. Let's see, for some reason it's still showing 0 viewers, so I was like, wait, you're normally always, you know, frame 1. Kiru crouches with his hand over his eyes, listening closely to the rustling of leaves behind him. He doesn't particularly need to see to know which bushes Shinanon has chosen to hide herself in. Haha, guess I'm under the guise. Ah, probably shouldn't just find her right away, though. I was about to say, didn't want you to miss the Kiryu and Shinonon's content. While Jack Walt inspects the Enmakoi troops under his command, the prince has been assigned to the trials of Shinonon duty for the day. To say he's comfortable with this arrangement would be, unfortunately, incorrect. I have to mask as well. Oh no. Jack Walt, please, come back soon. His hand goes instinctively to hide his dagger as he feels a pair of cold eyes fall on him, radiating ill intent. Who's there? Kiryu raises his voice, calling towards the man projecting such an ominous presence. The last time you and I met, you were just a baby. Time's flown, but I wouldn't forget those eyes. Belatedly, Kiryu realizes the man's light of sight is not fixed on him, but on Shinonon. He quickly interposes himself between them. Easy, boy. No need for the dagger. I'm not here to do anything. Not yet, anyway. Uh-oh. Tell me, do you know of a man named Jack Walt? I see. You do, don't you? Then the rumors turned out to be true, then. You mean Dad? Shinonon. Dad. Fascinating. I suppose his sense of duty is as strong as ever. Still, it was easier than I thought. You, boy, give this to him. The man holds out a tightly rolled and tied letter, which Kiryu promptly knocks to the ground. I won't accept something so suspicious. The man barely pauses, bending to pick up the letter again while changing his expression. I didn't want to get violent, but if you want it that way... I know. That market over there. I could arrange for a little accident. Now, how many lives is your pride worth to you, boy? I appreciate it if you heard me out before I get to 20 or so. I won't let you. Oh? Then you'll kill me? Poor Shinonon. You're depriving her of another relative, I hope you know. You know, I won't let you make a fool of me. Kiryu, primed to strike, feels sudden pressure at his arm, grabbing his sleeve and stopping him short. Shinonon? She grips Kiryu's sleeve tightly, refusing to let go, as much as she refuses to tear her eyes away from the imposing man. The girl's a smart one, I see. Or else, she's got the bigger pair between you. Damn. Now, I'm counting on you to deliver this, boy. Don't let me down. To be bullied in this admission by a man like that, I'm sorry to have shamed you, brother. No, you did the right thing, Kiryu. You had Shinonon with you. Better to avoid violence. Yes, sir. Regardless, does that sound like one of your mystery men, Ogi? It is likely. The description matches one of their profiles. Who is he? Kiryu can't win. He really can't. Jack Walt, any ideas? Look at Joko's way, but he shakes his head unhelpfully. Hey! Oh, hey, Diva King! Welcome! No clue, but I've done a lot of crap and hurt a lot of people, boss. Might be an old acquaintance, might be something worse. He rolls up the stranger's letter and stuffs it into his pocket, apparently finished reading. May I ask what he said? Nothing you gotta worry about. I'll go have a nice, nostalgic chat with this fellow tomorrow. We'll sort it out, whatever it is. Jack Walt turns and exits, saying nothing more. He appears to be leaving the castle grounds. I suspected as much. He said tomorrow, but it looks like he's gonna handle this before the sun comes up. But are you sure it is okay, following him in secret like this? Most certainly it's not, but I can't just let him go either. Well, it is Jack Walt. I would rather imagine he will refuse our help anyway, even if we offered it directly. You gift me game and never invite. Oof. We should go. We don't want to lose him in the dark. Yeah, let's get moving. Keep our distance to avoid detection. We'll definitely pursue Jack Walt as he reaches the tree line. Oh no, we got caught! Yeah, the thief into that ticket without pausing. Where could he be going? From here? There's only an open groove ahead. Shh, don't want to. Right next time. If you see us, don't feel... Yeah, always feel free. If you see us just mumbling around the chat, feel free to just pop in there and talk. Especially since Discord pretty much, you know, snitches on us. I'd be afraid of... What? Shoot. You think me or now bites? God dang. Don't worry about it. You can always pop in. Worst comes to worst, you can always listen and talk. We don't mind. Shh, someone's here. So you came. Got you next time. Feel free. You kept me waiting, you know. You really dragging me all the way out here for this? That's harsh. Yep. Welcome you as always, David King. Geometry. Is that any way to talk to your big brother? You know, Mucklar is the only man I'm gonna call that. Unless you clean up your act in a big way, you ain't earned the right. Nothing like booze and helmet hunting. Brother? Jack Ward has referred to at least 2 siblings before, that I know of. This guy must be the younger one. But a touching family reunion, this isn't. So, what do you want? Or should I say, what do you want now? What I want, little brother, is what's best for Lettermoshiri. There is nothing else. What, this Drek again? You talk a big game, but you know you're leading folks to their death, yeah? Guess our big bro's blood didn't make your hands red enough for your taste, huh? He said, go say. Of course, thanks for popping in as always, David King. Always happy to have you. Don't be a stranger. And yeah, of course I'm gonna have fun. Love the series. My hands are clean. I have nothing to do with his admittedly untimely death. It's the same damn difference, man. You pushed all the Magai's vassals away and swept the title of Chief Hain from out under him. Everything he ever worked for, you made him give up and call it retirement. And the only way to keep your honor after something like that... Can't bring yourself to say it. Go on. Call me an evil man, if you can even form the words. You can't. Because you know Mukar was a bigger monster than you or I will ever be. When the Urusha came for us, when Gundahora demanded he kneel, do you know what he said? Even in death, I will never submit. You hear me? Well, he got his wish. Call me traitor. Call me villain. Call me those names that look me in the eye, and tell me you think we stood a ghost of a chance against the Horde. We wouldn't have lasted a single night. All that Lettermoshiri ever was, or will be, reduced to ash for our fool brother's pride. Is there shame in bending instead of breaking, if it means survival? Too many of us were blind to the bigger picture, Jack Walt. Him most of all. I did what I had to do. I didn't really come out here to listen to you validating your shitty choices. There's a limit to how much a man on a bend, you know? And you left out the next part. Was nothing left for me back home after he died. So, I took Shinonan and left. Ain't no love in my heart for a vassal of Yusha neither. Never will be. And it's been how many years now? We went our separate ways. Cut ties. But you just couldn't keep your hands to yourself, could you? Beg pardon? Playing dumb because I'm not afraid of spelling it out. You kidnapped Shinonan and sold me out to Uzurusha. That ringing any bells? You're a touch cowardly, don't you think? There's only so much ass a man can kiss, I thought. I'm certain I have no idea what you're talking about. Perhaps one of the men acting on his own. Oh boy. I thought you grew a spine, but thanks for proving me wrong. I'm unconcerned with my public image. Besides, a little bit of devotion to one's own never hurt anybody. You were good, you know. The best. I'm sure Uzurusha was happy to have you. Yeah, sure. You realize Uzurusha is long gone though, yeah? They kinda lost. Hard. It's the stupidest thing. Gunahora survived the war, but I hear he died of pure anger. Worked himself into a fury, and his body just gave out. Wow. Man gave himself a heart attack. That's... The hound should have stayed in his yard, but he decided to bare his fangs like Yamato like a fool. He never knew how to pick his battles. I can't help but laugh at his misfortune. He was the linchpin. Without him, the chains of iron holding the clans together have burst. Man, that is hell of a Hun-looking mother. Literally gave himself a heart attack. Shit. And I don't pretend to have virtue, yes. I bent the knee for Uzurusha to show our people what we stood to lose if I did not. But Gunruhuna's chains are broken. Now I'm left with no way to control the clans. All splitting up into factions, all after my head and my title. I've already accounted for this, of course. My elite forces will crush them foolhardy enough to try. There was one thing on my mind, though. Like I care, you can do your thinking on your own time. But I do care, Jackwold. It was you who was on my mind after all. What? You left. Carved your own path with that sword of yours. You're a symbol of our independence from Uzurusha, you know that? The lone warrior. Any clan that can claim the Mirage Blade is fighting under its banner will gain instant fame, instant power. Enough to forge new chains. So I have to beat them to the punch, you understand, of course? Jackwold, for the sake of peace in our time, would you not give us our true successor back? True successor? You don't mean. Yes, the last person left with the old chieftain's blood in her. His daughter, Shinonon. What? Shinonon's the old chief's kid? But I'm a reasonable man. You won't have to give her up. We need a ruler. You can come along. Be her personal guard, even. Yep, our boy Jackwold came back home from his travels one day. Found his brother dead, mother out of the picture. Not sure how or why. And just Shinonon by herself. So he decided, F this mess. Taking her with me. Bye, y'all. Fuck off. I'll hand the chieftain's role over to the girl, retire, and I'll be that. What the fuck? You wanna play these games with my bro? Have him kill himself out of shame and then expect to be all handy dandy with his daughter? Nah. Taking her? Peacing out. There is no place left for me in this world with Urusha gone. My name isn't worth the breath wasted speaking it, but yours. Your name's getting more and more famous by the day, little brother. With your sword arm and Shinonon's blood, we'll be unstoppable, unchallenged. You really are a selfish bastard. First you kill a man who called you brother, and now you want to puppet his kid? Cause that's what bastards do. Puppet? You make it sound so unpleasant. I know my place and my limits. Do the job well, I won't say or do a thing. Hell, I'll even give you command of my army. Well, how about it? Nobody's ever gonna offer you a better deal. Nobody. Nah, this is getting pointless real quick. What, you don't believe me? You of all people, you know my word is good. Yeah, I know, you're a murderous son of a bitch, but I know you ain't a liar. And I also know you'll burn it all down in a heartbeat if the situation changed. If you even thought for a second, it would benefit you. You want me to get Shinonon involved with you knowing that? How about nope? No thanks. I'm giving you one chance to reconsider. Nope. Not as long as I'm Braven. Thought you might say something like that. I'll do what I must then. As Jimuri speaks, armed men materialize from behind the grove, adopting a tight formation behind them. Ah, of course. Some things never do change. I had a feeling you tried to pull something like this. Shut up. If you're oncoming Carly, then I can't... you know I have no choice but to kill you. I can't risk adding another clan adding your power to theirs. Besides, you came prepared for this, didn't you? At that, Jackwold sighed, scratching his head. Well, I was aiming to handle you all on my lonesome, but... Jackwold calls over his shoulders. Hey, boss. It'd be real nice if you came out right about now. What? The appropriate phrase, I believe, is, we've been made. Let's go help Jackwold. Seeing no further reason to hide, we abandon our position and make a break for Jackwold. Wow, boss, you weren't even trying to hide, were you? Yes, exactly. A little point of trying to mask my presence for a warrior of your caliber, after all. If you heard all that, then there's really no need to explain, yeah? Shinonon cannot be allowed to go with that man, I understand. He won't lay a finger on her. I can't bring myself to ignore such an injustice. Thanks, gang. Sorry to get you all caught up in this. I believe that's my line. If you're truly sorry, A round of drinks after we're done here would be a suitable token of apology. Now we help the homie. That's it? You're gonna try it with less than half a dozen men? Sounds about right, yeah. Okay, let's clean up and get out some booze, boys. Jackwell Premio homie. Just us and the boys. Oh, so you want to settle this and now you're running away? Oh, I'm not running. You're already caught in our trap. Look at all these freaking archers, what the hell? Oh, but you'll find out soon enough. No more talk, let's get this over with, yeah? Not enough zeal, shit. Alright, close enough. What are the numbers? I need to think. Damn. No zeal at all, huh? Alright, well, starting from 0. Ah, sorry you had to get wrapped up in this crap. Buy me drinks later and we'll call it even. This is interesting. Don't dodge one, take the other. Damn. Alright, I can't even do a back attack right now because it's just too dangerous. Stance. Alright, let's back up. I would do a back attack right now, but still, way too risky. Man has a lot of crits, I just can't time myself real well. Block. Magician? Shit. Firefield? Wait, did he just friendly fire? Okay. Rocky under Archer, huh? He set out in the fire field and then burnt his own boys. Wins favor. Look what you did. Made me draw my sword. Too late to back down now. Got it. There's barely a warm-up, yeah? Idiot. Oh, this is not very good, actually. Oh, hold up, hold up. Tactics time. Let's finish this. And now I beat a fast retreat. That was that all? Hardly a challenge, really. Okay, time for Haku to get back to him and give him a heal. Damn. Dodge! Dodge! Ah, shit. Alright, come on. Well, let's handle this and go get trashed then. You're a failure, brother. I'll kill you here. Good luck with that, buddy. Go ahead. Attack him while he's in stance form. I dare you. You're gonna have a lot of fun doing that. I won't let you get away with this. Sorry, you have to keep running. Eh? Shit! Okay, please dodge, my man. I'll just settle this myself. Got your back against the wall now, yeah? Or do you? I'll make you regret those words. This is it. Con. Why did I get PTSD to Sonic Battle Adventure 2? Seems like I underestimated them. I'll make you eat those words. Oh no. Dazed. Oh. Well, shit. Well, you fucked up. Alright, time to snipe. Just easy damage for days, my man. I'm gonna send you music for me to contact tomorrow. Woo! I suppose I should look forward to it. Yeah, that feels vaguely familiar. Apologies by the time you went home. Where are you running? Why are you running? Stupefy? What kind of status effect are you putting up? Okay, Jesus. Damn. Just getting bullied by Kiryu right now. Damn, Ogi the showy man. Boom! Man. This guy, a monster. Go on, Geometry. What are you gonna do? Mononofu indeed. I knew this wasn't gonna be easy. They want to resort to this, but fool, I'm ending this here and now. And now, you pay. Oh, no counter? Fine, I ain't handing Shinon over to you, yeah? Oh, I was hoping counterattack would trade you, but oh well. Why can't I win? Sorry, you're not getting Shinon on. Ooh, level 3 already? Cast you up into the heavens, but you'll never rise again. Pulsation of Life. Close Range Beam. Dire Awakening. Oh, nightmares in the shop. Is it worth it? Oh, the shop nightmares, yes. They're worth 45 medals, so that's like a 10 roll and a half. So it's a bit of a risk for Shen, it really is. Honestly, I'd say it's up to you. If you really want those nightmares, go for it. I mean, honestly, you're not gonna get them rolling. If you get it, you'll probably get like SR's worth of stats, which can almost be worth it. Depends. You have the card for it? 2 physical ones. I'll bump them here. Keep an eye on what does what. Remember, I took Lin for stats. Nice! About to say, if you're between Frost Golem and Ungaloo, well then again, pretty sure. Limit Break Nightmares? Oh, you're gonna use them for limit breaking? God damn, I mean, I was about to say, like, don't you own them all? Remember you were like the god of freaking nightmares in our guild. I need Ungaloo. Ungaloo is Fizz based, so it's gotta be pretty good for you. But do you have the fire cards to really support it? Can someone please run fire Ungaloo? Oh! You want Ungaloo? I mean... Oh, nobody uses fire. I don't even have that many fire cards. I have so many. You do? Shit. I have an Ungaloo, but... Figure it, no one match for the Jukwalt, the damn Mirage Blade even now, huh? I'll have Tama look into it then, hopefully, but even then it's like, Tama doesn't have the, you know, Ungaloo to begin with, so I'll think about it, think on it, see what I can do. No match for Jukwalt, the damn Mirage Blade even now, huh? Balance my deck, I used to have 12, damn. Just me or my strength or my sword. I have buddy that I trust to have my back, that's all. Not something I expect a man like you to understand. 8 fire, 7 water, 7 wind. Dang, you are a balanced man. I think I got like 6 water, 5 wind, 3... Oh no, yeah, 3 fire. Jukwalt is talking about the power of friendship. Don't you love it now? I see. If that's the case, then separating you from your buddies is the next clear move. Whoa, friendship win game. Well, you still set on fighting? I could pull this out. Run away with my tail between my legs. Would you like that instead? What? I told you, whatever banner you fight for, whatever clan, they'll command more respect than I ever did. If I fail here, then sooner or later, someone else is gonna come looking. Then another after that, and another after that. They won't stop until you declare yourself for a clan. You might survive all the violence, but what about the girl? Just by existing in proximity to you, she'll be exposed to danger again and again, until it ultimately claims her. And, what are you trying to angle for here? I challenge you to a duel. The stakes will be our own heart's desires. A duel. If you win, I'll go back to Lamakshuri and deal with the other clans as best as I'm able. I won't let them anywhere near you. But if I win, then this ends with me stepping over your bloated corpse and taking Shinonum back where she belongs. Fair terms, yes? Fair terms? Man, you got some nerve trying to pass that off as fair. I gotta beat you without killing you, else there isn't much point. Dead man can't really make good on that promise to deal with other clans, yeah? You, on the other hand, you could care less if I live or die. So you get to follow us all like cutting my throat or whatever. A smarter man too now, are we? Then you realize I'll lose immediately without this handicap. If you were some overconfident, mediocre, nothing of a swordsman, yeah. But what are you, a journeyman now? Something like that. No longer. Susuke's Moonin styles, hidden techniques have been revealed to me. I'm a grandmaster now. A weak-ass grandmaster then? Just a brag though. Better a master of a backwards, piecemeal style than a total novice of some fussy one. I lost to you before anyway. Jukwalt, don't. You have no reason to accept. He planned on dueling you from the very start. This battle was a means of wearing you down. Boss? As much as I appreciate it, it is between me and him now. Don't try to interfere. My response dies in my tongue as Jukwalt. Dear, laid-back jokester Jukwalt dons the most grim face I've ever seen him wear. Your promise. Swear you'll keep it and you'll have your duel. Swear on Makar's name, murderer. An oath on a dead man's name holds no water. But if it means so much to you, fine. On Makar's name, I swear it. You know I'm not guaranteeing your safety for a lifetime, you know, right? That is a fool, Aaron. Just until the clan wars inside Lamashuri die down, I could keep them distracted until then. Alright, that's fine, I accept your challenge. Spoken like a true Mononofu. A dry, stinging wind begins to kick up, blowing about the grove. In the center, two armed figures. Fuck him up, shot. But you can't kill him! Darkly lit by the moon, silhouettes sharply outlined. The party accompanying each of the duelists back away. No one's left to interfere. Any day now. Don't rush me. It's been a while since we did this last. Since the dojo days, huh? You hated practice. I never saw you endure a second longer than you had to be. I had other teachers. The old man. You always come in with a foul look on your face. You'll make noise about not wanting to be there, then lose to Makar. Dojos aren't really my scene, yeah? Not what my style suited to. You lost on purpose, didn't you? Just to protect our fool brother's honor. Is that right? The funny thing is, I always asked you something like that too. I could tell you had the better sword arm, but you never tried it, did you? Never fought him for real. Because back then, some part of you still... all in the past. Enough nostalgia. Now we talk with blades. The banter ceases. The commandant's words from one another spoken. Both remain in deep, ready stances, focusing on each other's slightest twitches, both trying to read ahead and adjust. As they edge around each other, nearing the middle of the grove in tighter and tighter circles, the air begins to grow thick with tension. Just when it seems ready to boil over, bloodless, nearly too thick to bear. Snap! One man snaps on a twig, breaking it, and a sharp sound seems to signal to both men, begin! With a single flash of steel and a thick wet sound it ends, the clash is decided. Jack Wall's face twists in pain as he groans aloud. Both his clothing and the flesh in his chest bear the wide rents down the middle. Blood all but pours from the long, raking wound. However... so close. The loser beyond a doubt is Yamitri. Though he swung with all his might, the cut was ultimately shallow, and pressed against his throat was Jack Wall's own blade. Think I'd fail like this? I was gonna call off a souvenir, but you didn't leave any opening except the big one. Jack Wall's clothes slowly turn pale, from pale to red as he speaks. Any deeper than this, and you would've killed me for real, yeah? Despite his ashen face and oozing wound, Jack Wall somehow manages to smile. You intentionally took my braid, a pride victory for me. Audacious and clever. Quivering blade held at Jack Wall's Yamitri's throat. Begins to slowly sink the skin and draw blood. He appears unconcerned. Hey, can we call this thing already? Concede and I won't have to cut your head off, but if you keep this up and keep up this struggling... Very well, you win. I'll uphold my end of the bargain, but I need a token first. Stain some paper in that blood of yours, and tie it off with a cut of Shunanon's hair. Have it sent to me. That will be the trophy I use to prove I bested you. Clans will fear me, and Latmashiri will know peace soon enough. Either way you win, huh? Sneaky little. Say what you will of me. I'm pulling out for now. When Latmashiri is pacified, I might return. We'll see. You can live until then. With that, Yamitri turns on his heel as though losing all interest in the scene in front of him. Tiny trickle of blood still decorating his neck. Yeah, next time I'm cutting you in half instead of giving you a free shave. Yamitri says nothing, taking his soldiers and leaving without further word. Jack Wall watches him go the whole way, holding his guard and getting daggers into the man's back until he recedes into the darkness. Only then does Jack Wall allow himself to crumple to his knees, blood coming to his lips. I'm all for a good rough fight, gang, but this might be a bit much. Jack Wall, I'll treat you. Everyone, with me. Leave it to me. We should stop the bleeding before anything else. Hey, boss. Maybe don't tell Shinanon about this, yeah? She'll worry. This isn't the time, Jack Wald. Look at all this blood. Spit on it a little and heal up. Okay, maybe not. But patch me up and I'll be good in a few days, I reckon. Really? Does seem to have missed most of his vitals, and the remaining damage is manageable. I believe I mentioned how hard it is to stab you properly. Man, that training session was ages ago. You still remember that? This should heal it within a few days, as long as we get you to an apothecary soon. I'll order you to stay in bed if I have to. We can't risk you. Thank goodness, you worried me for a minute there. I gotta live to see Shinnon and her bridal get up. After all, I'm not shuffling off anytime soon. But you know, Kiryu, Shinnon, the right and proper noble lady. I'm not letting her go to just any candy ass. Now is definitely not the time. I can work on my manly list later. And you should really still be holding still. Nothing to get worried about. Nothing worked up about, yeah? You're getting me now. Just saying. Jacques approves. You know, he just wants the kid to get a little more of a spine, you know? Make Shinnon's life a little easier. I'm not certain I've asked, Jacques, but do you actually ever shut up? Ow, boss. Hey, ow! Write that bandage a little rougher, why don't you? Cripes! Smile split our faces at seeing Jacques still well enough to crack wise. Relief washes over us. An unspoken tension finally dissipating. God, I love this cast. Right? And you were saying you were ready for Chuckwell to die. As the mountain path to secluded in Makui winds downward, it bears a single-file caravan around its back, trailed by a muddy dust cloud. The groan of the wheels against this road reverberates. There's no ordinary group. The number of vehicles is nothing short of extraordinary. Oh yes. Even at the highest point of the road, were one to look back, they would find lines of wagons extending into the distance. Each one is pulled by strange, featherless walkdars. Tuskur beasts of burden, suited to harsher climes than Yamatan breeds. And each wagon's canopy bulges with covered goods. Sacks and crates piled high in grains, meat and fish. The entire city's market rolls through the mountains, stopping for nothing. At the center of it all, a larger, more innate wagon than the rest, a palanquin, commands an imposing presence. Fanciful decorations in Tuskur style betray its occupants as foreign nobility. The palanquin wagon chokes the entire body as a rock passes beneath its wheel. Ooh, that was a big one. Man, sitting cooped up in the wagon day after day is really starting to make my ass hurt. Why is this country so damn huge? It's fastless. It is exactly why Yamato wields as much power as it does, Kiryu. Yeah. Kuro, not Kiryu. What the hell? Just saying, hard place to get around. So, you really doing this? I get that you want to see your buddies, but I don't know that right now is the best time for that. Stay your ignorant tongue. You think so little of me that you presume that this a personal visit? That I have mobilized the nation for a social call? I carry nothing with me to this place. No hesitation. Hey, so you are awake over there. You say that, but this kind of escort work is for us low schmoes, you know, my lady. Why don't you let us do our jobs instead of taking it all on your shoulders? Hop in the back and catch a nap or something. There are none more fit than I to mantle this task. It is, as I said before, there is meaning in my seeing to this personally. As it happens, there is also a journey of goodwill. Death has taken her family from her. Her own vassals poisoned her, exiled her, and make her a sacrifice. And what remains is mine to claim. To this girl blown about in the storms of fate, I bring gifts. Small comforts that life has denied her. It's the least I can do, no? Will she even understand? Nah, she probably not. I neither need nor desire her understanding. All she and her subjects need to do is accept. We come bearing her salvation, if she will but bend her knee for it. Nope, you just gotta piss her off. Even if it means your old crew's gonna hate your guts. That's the million question, eh? All I do to secure everlasting peace. Yes, for the frightened flock to Tuskur and the stray sheep of Yamato, I shall bring true and final salvation. Mine will be the name sung in legend. I, too, shall be called Utawarerumono. With such labors before me, What possible need could I have for hesitation? I mean, if you're that gung-ho about it, I got none to add. I grow tired. I shall take my rest now if it placates you. When the time comes, awaken me. So speaks your princess. As you wish. Sure thing. Kuro, you talk too much. Yes, sir. Man, have you really not noticed yet? How covering up and hiding behind a mask feels just a little bit safer? If you're really carrying nothing with you, maybe you'll take that get-off off. That's right. No hesitation, for my name will be... Didn't you know, my lady? Keep wearing a mask for too long, and that becomes your real face. Turning my lady into this. We all tried to stop this from happening. This man we go to face. Just what did he do to her? Whatever happened to my lady, that guy's gonna answer for it, one way or another. Dear brother, the delegation to Tuskur has arrived. This marks the first time we accepted Tuskur's aid. With Enmakoi isolated, Tuskur has all but become our lifeline. About their supplies, we've had to hit a wall a long time ago. Don't get me wrong, appreciate that they deliver on time, but I still feel uneasy not knowing what it is they're getting out of this deal. I see. Now feast prepared for the envoy, then same as usual. They'll likely decline same as usual too, but at least try to stall them until I can go thank them personally. Tuskur's envoys tend to be overly polite to the point of circling back to rudeness sometimes. They avoid interacting with us. I can only imagine it's a security measure to keep us from asking questions about their affairs, but still. What of it? Well, if I take notice of Nekune's move, she seems far more on edge than usual. Uh-oh. Who's here? The difference between this envoy and her predecessors is immediately apparent. Though merely sitting, she projects an imperious aura, commanding the room's attention with only slightest shifts in body language. Lord Oshtor has arrived. I apologize for keeping you here. I understand you must be eager to return home after such an arduous journey. It matters little. I was afforded a chance to observe the common folk of your land, this country of yours. Lack though it may for luxury, I can tell your people live contently, in high spirits even, despite circumstances. All thanks to Her Highness's leadership. Oh, is that so? Still, I have to admit surprise. I didn't think we'd be playing a host to Tuskur royalty anytime soon. May I ask why you came personally? Yep, the delivery woman this time turned out to be not just any usual contacts, but the princess herself. Her headdress prevents me from seeing her face, but the distinctly Tuskur aesthetic to her clothing, the pattern of the wolves, is captivating. Even her movements, her subtlest gestures, ooze dignified grace. What's going on here? I'm having a hard time imagining why she would expose herself like this. I have a Tuskur, said its heiress. Seems less likely that it is one of the couriers deciding to impersonate her, most likely because of the men looming over either of her shoulders. That man we fought during the Tuskur campaign, I think his name was Kuro, was it? He was a force to be reckoned with too. He must command a lot of respect over there. Another man, going by his looks, that's probably Benui the War Master. Kuon. Mentioned him a few times. If this princess can order men of their station around, she's the real deal. They're also the royal guard, huh? Didn't expect that. You may take this. Knowing my question, the princess holds forth a scroll embellished with the Tuskur state seal, but not to me. Instead, she passes it to Benui. Their shipping manifests an inventory. Please have your clerk verify it. War Master accepts this scroll and conveys it to me, acting as the royal go-between. This is... Unfurl the scroll and quickly scans over its content. The numbers in the quantity column are high. What am I looking at here? Sure, they think they're investing in the future, but these amounts... There's a dangerous gamble. This can deny them resources they need. What is their game? They say they're just being friendly. Maybe I'm reading too much into this. Shouldn't be suspicious of every little thing. You. Yes? Me? The sudden address catches Nekune off her guard. You are. Yes? Perhaps I was mistaken. You merely reminded me of an acquaintance. Forgive the confusion. Very well? I apologize. It matters not. I thank you, Princess. This shipment will see to our needs for quite some time. And if our debts to you just keep growing. I'm sorry, the welfare is much needed, given recent developments. Just as Nekone opens her mouth to speak, footsteps stomp with burning purpose down the hall, and then the door slams open unexpectedly. But this is where you've hidden yourselves. Oh no. Oh. Oh no, this is not gonna be pretty. Anju storms in the room, flanked by Relutier, Nozari, and Ogi in various states of distress. What princess? What the hell are you doing here? So, I'm told you are the princess of Tuskur. I'm Anju, rightful heir to the throne of Yamato. Was told by Tuskur's own crown princess. I had arrived the latest relief shipment, classic Anju. From one ruler to another, I wish to thank you for your repeated aid before you depart. I see. She's got a speech prepared. I suppose I won't interfere. She must have thought about this. Relutier? Here, my liege. Relutier carries in her hand a plate of familiar-looking treats, the concoctions we named Puffs. Please enjoy these offerings. You come from afar, please accept this local specialty as a small token of my thanks. They're called Puffs, our own Lady Relutier's signature dish. Eat, you'll find them pleasing. Wait, what is she doing? I do believe I smell snack time in here. And for this, always bigger fish, or bigger pain in the ass in this case. Utui, we're conducting highly delicate. Oh, nuts to that. So what have we got guests? Damn, Goku. Please, no. Come, snack always tastes better with company. Don't be a spoil sport. Very good, Atui. More of the wisdom to be sure. She said snack time. Goku smelled snacks. Delicious, Relutier. You have outdone yourself. Thank you, my liege. Cripes. Nothing to do but let this play out, I guess. Your Highness, you're being rude. I'm welcoming our guests, thank you. Is that rude? On my point, think about the messages your actions sent. What are you saying by this? Think nothing of it. Huh? I must admit, it is vastly preferable to the usual, typical, stuffy ceremonies, refreshing even. See? She understands these things. Princess Anju, your lip? Relutier hesitantly rides crumbs from around Anju's mouth. Thank you. There's something wrong. Will you not partake? If you won't, I'm liable to finish the rest by myself. Are you sure? Because in every kid where snacks are concerned, I'll really do it. Your Highness. You came in, offer your guests food, and then when they're like waiting and looking at you, it's like, oh, you're not gonna have it? I'm gonna eat it. Shit. What? Fine if she refuses, isn't it? Poor Oshi. Yeah, don't know. She could be worried about poison. She shouldn't be. By Mikado's own name, we wouldn't do that to the people, princesses or otherwise. Offer snacks? Nah, I was offering me snacks. Here, I'll even prove it to you. Yeah, delicious. Nozari, would you kindly refrain from encouraging her? But I'm poison testing, it's important. In her haste, Nozari saw a chunk of puff the wrong way, coughing and beating her chest to the blood. This is just the entire circus now, isn't it? Sister, please. That was close. Would you cut out that crap in front of our sponsor? What are you gonna do if she upset her somehow and she cuts us off? What are you doing? I'm showing that the tea is also free of poison. Yes, this is what this is. Oh no, can I have Toka back? I'm sorry, Nozari is adorable, but I'm sorry, at least Toka looks and acts the part. That's right, considerate of you, Nozari. Important enough for a second round of testing, I say. You too. It's a very important job, you see. I should poison check the tea too. The good stuff, huh? We all have to. It's not encouraged to me. This diplomats have no idea that background radiation. This is the background radiation of my entire goddamn life. But Tuskur Princess gives no outward reaction, negative or otherwise. She simply watches. Finally, she reaches for a puff and raises it to her mouth, elegantly avoiding dirtying her veil in the process. Well, worry of being a call of delicacy, eh? Deceptively simple, addictive flavors that please the tongue. A product of my loyal Rasso Relutier's skill. And her genius, I dare say. Luce smiles sweetly at the praise, returning it with a deep bow. And these two are Ladies Nosari and Atui, my loyal right and left hands. What? Me, your right hand? A chafed to meet ya. It is with greatest pride that I call them vassals of my court. Though our circumstances remain precarious, they have ever stayed ever by my side. What's going on? Something doesn't seem right. So, too, has Tuskur's aid been a guiding light in this dark time? I must make myself very clear. My appreciation for these supplies knows no bounds. Therefore, I'd like to extend an official thanks to Tus. There is no need. Though Andrew's words of appreciation were full of sincerity, the other princess replied short, curt, and dismissive. This is compensation. There is no need for gratitude. What? Compensation? What does she mean? We haven't rendered any services or traded them anything. Ah, look at that evil smile. From one ruler to another, you said. That damn headdress is keeping me from reading her expression, but her voice carries nothing but foreboding. Anju also seems to pick up on it, for her earnest expression darkens rapidly. You will liken us, one to another? Surely I misheard. I, the same as you, whose woeful inability brought your whole empire crashing down on your fool shoulders. The room freezes. What did you just say? What? I'm gonna have to ask you to take that back. The Imperial Princess does not break naked insults even from other royals. The Veiled Princess rises a step forward decisively, ignoring both Anju and Nosari's words. What? The pressure she alludes is enough to stifle the room, silencing all objections and outrage. Now enough of trifles and foodstuffs. Let us on to matters of state, and of war, and of diplomacy. I have, after all, come in good faith, to broker a kind of trade with you. Listen well, courtiers of Yamato, for a princess speaks. Tuskur intends to retaliate against Yamato's recent slights and foe. My armies will sweep across the empire, laying waste and casting down all who dare dream of a similar fate of my own home. What? Declare war on Yamato? It's tense feeling. Now I understand. The words you've just spoken, you understand their weight, don't you? Otherwise you have a grim sense of humor, to say the least. Of course I understand. I would not endure such a journey merely to trade jests. I tell you this because I will ask you a favor, hillfolk. Stay out of my way. Remain here, in the safety of your keep, until my grand labor is done. That is all. What are you talking about? What are you saying? I see. You have, I believe, already accepted compensation for this thing. Don't mock me. You would ask me to sell out my own people for your country's bribes? Not only that, you expect me to sit idly by while you set Yamato aflame again? Never. An ironic sentiment coming from a child who's already put Yamato to the torch. I thought you had a better grasp of your own failings at that. Explain yourself now. The reason Yamato's power remains broken and bleeding in the dust, the very impetus for my great conquest. Must I spell it for you, whelp? I told you she'd be hissed. You too have taken up arms in the name of reclamation of your empire, your throne, your tarnished name. What was it that incited you to violence, child princess? I wonder. To take back what's mine by right. Yamato was never yours, not by right, nor by usurpation. What lies are you? And yet in your haste to claim victory, you've selfishly spun a widow's web, one in which to catch and slaughter countless innocents. You lie, you know nothing. I've risen from the ashes for the sake of my people. For the sake of the people, even if it goes against their own desires then. The people care little whose name bears the word Uo in front of it, so long as they may continue to live in peaceful ignorance. Power struggles above their means are not the only far beyond their comprehension, but likened unto storms, unwelcome harbingers of death and waste. That cannot be true. Then what of you? By what right is your invasion justified, and mine unwelcome? What right? You heard me. Your speech may be lofty, but you're no better than a common bully. I have no need of right, whelp. What? I require no justification, nor vindication for my actions, nor have I any need for a right to take what already rests in the palm of my hand. Or perhaps I should use smaller words. Yamato will fall. It's already falling. All I need to do is give its limping corpse a final push over the edge. Tuskur, I can't believe you killed it. Also, Tuskur, look at all these innocents about to murder. You talk about... Exactly. Shut up. No one has the right to invade my Yamato. And you storm in here acting as though it already belongs to you. I told you to stop mocking me. I am the princess of Tuskur. I bear the weight of her people on my shoulders. More than any other, I am Tuskur. Rightful queen, it falls to me to care for her soil, to nip in the bud what encroaches upon her gardens what I may. And to that end, while the small flinch away, I will seize my people's safety with my own hands. No price is too great. In pursuit of my goal, I will gladly steep these hands in darkest red. In pursuit of my goal, so too will I suffer the names from the lips of the ignorant. They will call me usurper, and I will overcome. Can you speak any differently of yourself, Princess Yamato? Of your own convictions? Shit, this new princess is trouble. Aren't you getting walked all over? Still, nipping threats in the bud? What's that gonna do with invading Yamato? Oh damn it, don't tell me. You're afraid Yamato will invade Tuskur again. Is this what it is? That what this is about? To prevent that from ever coming about, you want to crush Yamato while it is still in disarray? What madness is this? Wait, hold. Yamato has no intention of invading Tuskur again. I very much beg to differ. When Yamato regains his full military strength, ships will come from Tuskur, be they yours or another warlord's. I would never. And you expect me to believe as much? I have only past patterns by which to judge. Your empire has only struck against us once. Therein lies precedent enough. Tuskur, huh? It's hard, even possible, to imagine we'll ever wage war on them by choice again. What about the rest? If other Yamatan powers have already forgotten how hellish the fighting in the terrain were. Whatever our reasons, Yamato has already tried and failed to take Tuskur once. To the Mikado's successor, accomplishing where he failed will be an extremely effective way to seal their reputation. But the Mikado was really kinda ham-fisted about it. It's not a stretch to think he was after some kind of relic over there. And if I were certain someone... Ah, now you begin to realize. The one seems to glean something of the truth. Ask him. Oshtor? It would be a lie to claim that others won't have designed the Tuskur. Try as I may, I cannot know what our enemies may be thinking. They, however, won't be ruling Yamato when the time comes. Her Highness will. As my liege has no intention of invading Tuskur when she comes to the throne, you should rest easy. Sure. She speaks true. I have no desire for hostilities between us. Even now you fail to understand. Open your ears, girl. I care not whether Yamato musters the foolishness to land ships on my shores again. If the meek and petty forget their place, Tuskur will crush and rebuke them, as she has once before. The truly pitiful in all this are those your hubris have thrown to the winds of fate. Who among you has given pause for the rank and file, the common men and women given over the killing fields on your winds alone? Great atrocity indeed. Fitting words. The longer your wars go on, the more resentment and doubt will gain footholds in the hearts of your people. This quite wild. This wild goes against Sakura quite well. They may even spread to Tuskur. And that is a danger I cannot abide. That's why Yamato, I beg your pardon. This is my mandate. Accept or reject. The will of the heavens does not change. So you believe yourself more fit to rule than the Mikado's own heir? Brazen of you. You really think you can win, huh? Your Akarutuka are scattered, the unity of your pillars undone, and here stand I, watching twilight fall over Yamato, with all due patience. You still think my conquest a fool's errand? I cannot allow this. I won't permit you to set foot in Yamato, I forbid it. What's so funny? You would speak to me of permission? Dude, the veiled princess speaks in the same tone. Suddenly, I feel a cold blade rest point first between my shoulder blades. Tell me then, oh wise and great and wise empress, what things am I permitted under your divine auspiciousness? Oh no. Then right here and now, I'll stop you by force if I have to. I admit the prospect amuses me. Very well, try your hand then, I'm waiting. Your Highness, you mustn't unhand me. She can't walk in here and be allowed to say such things. She can't. We got the twitch. Yes, her battle senses are tingling. She wants it. Shit, she's hyper-focusing. I won't be able to talk her down now. Well, figured something like this would happen. Suppose it was inevitable. Figured, inevitable? Let them knock each other out for a bit. No place for adults and kids roughhousing. Kids roughhousing, you say? Yep, cute, ain't it? We'll calm them down if the need arises. I see no reason to interfere so far. They speak as though the unfolding drama has nothing to do with them at all. What's her angle? All the provocation. This is what she was leading into, but why? What did she get out of angering the princess? Is she trying to get her to attack so she can use that as an excuse, or? No, that's too roundabout. Tuskur doesn't play games like that. Is she trying to get Anju to submit by physically beating it out of her? That will certainly lower morale, but my brother engineered Anju's genetic makeup from top to bottom. A total upgrade over all his previous work. She is far from a pushover. Do the Tuskur delegates know that? This isn't good. Our deal's up in smoke. But this can get out of hand quickly. Can't afford to make Tuskur our enemy here. Is that it then? Why do you hesitate? Surely you just aren't making empty threats? I am Anju, the Divine Scion, and you're gonna regret this. Enough talk then. If you're so confident, come. Remember, you asked for it. Anju steps sharply and delivers a punch. Huh. What? The Tuskur princess, however, easily catches her Anju's fist with her own. Was that hit then? She just caught it. Full stop. The princess shifts her fingers, holding Anju's fist hostage, and begins to squeeze. Though she moves slowly and delicately, she is exerting enormous force. I could hear the bones creaking in Anju's hand. Trying as he might, twisting and pulling, Anju cannot free herself. The princess is losing? In a contest of might? Impossible. The other race's capacity for strength combined doesn't even come close to hers. Yet, you amuse me if nothing else. Suddenly and unexpectedly, the princess releases Anju's hand. Anju loses her balance. Seemingly unimpeded by her layered robes, the princess moves fluids around Anju, rendering her weightless with a swept leg and a punched face. What's a sky unto a god? It's Anju. Her body rolls around all the way to the wall, propelled by the force of the blow. Wow. My liege, how dare you? Don't. Anju wipes the blood from her mouth and staggers back to her feet. Stay where you are, and don't interfere. But this is my fight. I forbid any of you from interfering. Zerostor, do as she asks, everyone. Here, brother. Oh. Very good. I feared I already broken you. Even so, is this truly the extent of your power? How disappointing. It appears I'll have to go easy on you. Regrettable. What? You dare mock me? I do not mock, I simply observe. And you, your strikes are too light to damage this body, the way you are now. What hope does that breeze have of toppling the heavens? You call me weak? I'll make you eat those words. Feel my strength for yourself. Oh, shall I brace myself then? What? You'll make me feel your strength, won't you? Unless there's another empty claim. What will you have me do? Shall I simply stand and wait for a taste of your divine power? Wait, is she serious? No matter her station, hitting her highness isn't something we can ignore. She's trying to get out of answering for that by letting Anju hit her back? If she goes through with that, there's no way she's emerging unscathed. Yet this Tuskur's princess is so confident. Fine, if you're gonna continue making a game of mocking me, fine, I'll show you what you want to see so much. I'll really do it, I mean it. Enough. I said I'm gonna hit you, so I'm gonna hit you. Should I stop her? Yeah, I should probably stop her, but... Now it gets interesting. Hey, Chief, you want me to grab you one of these puff things? They're pretty tasty. Girl, behave. The way these two are keeping calm. Either they trust their master immensely, or they aren't even worried about her safety. This new princess, is she really all that? Even against our very own Divine Scion, genetically superior in every way. I have to see for myself to be sure. Our tired of foreplay. Are you following this road to its obvious end, or aren't we, girl? Do you ever stop talking? Very well. Regret your foolishness on your knees! Quick thief. Okay. Anju quick steps forward, dashing inside the other princess's reach and using her low center of gravity to get a swift, hard punch in. Whump. A thick dull thud follows if Anju had driven a rock into her opponent's face instead of her curled knuckles. The Princess of Tuskur, however, makes no effort to dodge, and Anju's fist sits half sunken into her cheekbone. Anju lets out a shocked, breathless sound at the harsh impact, staggering back a few steps. She really didn't dodge it? A direct hit like that from Anju should have... What? Why didn't you... This is your own fault. You didn't dodge. Was that it then? The veiled princess cracks her neck, as if all Anju's strike done was a reminder of her stiffness, and adjusts her posture. What in the... This can't be. She took a hit like that, and she's still standing? Oh! She's good. She's good. God, savage. Figured she wasn't a pushover, but I didn't anticipate this, whatever this is. Is this the child's play really all the strength she can muster? A sigh of disappointment ripples through the veil's bottom edge. It would appear all I've done here is encourage childness then. Pray you pardon my mistake. I thought more of you than that. But now you understand, all the more reason for you to remain uninvolved. I tell you this for your own sake. Benui, Kuro, my business here is concluded. We depart. Right. Goddamn, I knew she was casting aside her friends, but I didn't exactly such a bitch about it. You might be impressed. No dang. As you wish. Wait. We're still not done. I'm giving you an easy way out, child. Don't tell me you can't see that. I have no obligation to inform you of my moves before they are made, nor have I any obligation to continue rendering you aid to the very invaders of my land. I came to do these things because I respect the old ways. Broken though your empire lays, I respect your title, Princess of Yamato. The concessions I have made in its name are beyond exceptional. Surely you see that now. If you remain unswayed, all that remains is for you to try to stop me. What's that? She indicates a large sword hanging on the wall above Anju. You may be able to scrounge some small measure of advantage with that, if only barely. You still mock me? Very well, then this will make you regret it for sure. Anju rips the sword from the wall and throws away the scabbard, bearing the naked bladed under Princess. Princess Anju, your highness, do not unsheath. She told me to. She has nobody to blame but herself to blame for what happens now. Dear brother, please talk some sense into. Oh sure, I order you to stand down, on my pride of the Princess of Yamato. And as the divine Scion, I can't back down from this. By your command, as you were, Princess. Huh? Dear brother? Yes, youngster? I knew I could trust you to understand. Nakone, no matter what else happens, she invoked her title. What she does now, she does as a representative of her people and our cause. Wherever this road leads, she must follow it, and we are duty-bound to follow right behind her. But if she keeps this up, Tuskur... Yeah, there goes our supplies, let alone our alliance. Our situation's only gonna get tougher at the end of all this. And this breaks Anju's spirit? I don't know if she can bounce again, honestly. Certainly not while war is still raging around her. But even then, please, Princess, you have to stand. You can do it. Dear brother. Don't worry, blades are far from unknown to me. I was trained by Munachika herself, after all. Turning on the Princess Tuskur, Anju brandishes the weapon and takes an offensive stance. Besides, I decided I don't like her. Well, don't expect me to hold back. You mean to say that last blow was still not the extent of your strength? Unleash yourself, girl. Make my breast your chopping block. Oh, I'll chop it, alright. Get ready. Yeah! Anju raises the weapon high above her head, bringing it down the undaunted princess in a mighty overhead swing. Her blade's edge fails to connect, however, sailing wide and slicing the air. More follow through. You, and keep your eyes open, you cannot hit things you cannot see. You will stop moving. Anju slowly sword strikes, blur the air between them. Her opponent narrowly dodges each attack, only moving her body as much as she needs to, seeming to vibrate in place like a wind-blown leaf. Such swordplay won't so much as harm a fly. Perhaps you should go work in your city castle's kitchen, slicing fruit. How about this? Anju crouches low, focusing her strength. Too slow. Before she can swing again, the Tuskur princess lays a punch into her, sending her sprawling. That's unfair. I was in the middle of my attack. Oh, forgive me. I assumed the enormous opening you left was an invitation to attack, so I did. If that blow had connected, that would have been it. I would have won. Anju stomps around in frustration. Then I'll indulge you again. Come then. I accept your challenge. You are the most arrogant person I've ever known. Arrogant? Is a multi-kappa educating her cub arrogant? Of course, this time you are armed. Even I balk at the idea of being cut. But this time I shall attempt to block your blade. You may begin. All traces of emotion leave Anju's face, being hammered again and again with the difference between their power, humiliated and treated like a child, a person can only harbor so much fury. If anything, she seems to have pushed through and arrived at clarity of focus, calmness that slides over her face like a mask. Slowly takes her stance again. The sword's grip creaks and groans from the force of her grasping fingers. Her whole body coils together and tightens like a bowstring stretched to its limit. She bets hard eyes on the princess of Tuskur. I will cut you. She's serious this time. That look in her eye, that's true determination. Notice, you and I. The weight of our burdens can never be compared. This is the weight of Yamato! The tension building in Anju's body slows all at once. She springs no air, descending on her foe like a bird of prey, sword first. This'll do it. This could be the end. The raging titanic slash comes down with enough force to match even her eye, far more than Anju's tiny body should be able to produce. But... what? Kind of blow that tears through shield and sunders thickest armor. The Princess Tuskur holds it pinched between her fingertips. Why? To speak true, I was genuinely looking forward to having a conversation with you. Damn. Regrettable indeed. Who are you? How? Could you stop my full swing? That can't be. But I'm the Divine Scion. Even an Utawarerumono won't survive my power unscathed. What are you? Tell me. All burdens cannot be compared, you said. I delight in your phrasing. What we bear, girl, will never be a burden to me. I will not stagger and stumble beneath it as you have. What we bear? What? No. No, that cannot be. That can't be true. Explain yourself. What we bear? What? You said it yourself. From one ruler to another, the irony runs thick. Listen well, little girl. I am the Divine Scion. Tremble and behold, for the true-born heir of Utawarerumono is come. Another Divine Scion, just like the princess. Those said to be chosen for great deeds and fates by the heavens themselves. My brother, the Mikado engineered Anju to be his divine successor, overflowing the raw power he discovered. But this princess is laying claim to that name. She has to be just as good as Anju, right? Just as good as a purpose-designed humanoid weapon. In Utawarerumono, that's Tuskur's god, isn't it? If she's a Scion, then... Of course, there yet remains a great difference between you and I, despite our likeness. An immeasurable divide. Creak. The difference between you and I, girl. Still pinching the blade between her two fingers, the princess extends her hand, and the thin metal bends dangerously. Yeah. Is that you fail to understand what it means to wield power absolute. The decorative weapon's blade bends and warps under the pressure of her fingers. And it shatters in distress, falling to pieces in Anju's hands. She a child! Ending her career! She's a child who's a humanoid weapon. You threw a hissy fit and ran away. Broken to the side of the floor as Anju stares back in shock. Now do you understand? A pitifully light blade held in untried hands, hands that have yet to learn the meaning of their strength. Steel without conviction will avail you nothing, not even a scratch upon my flesh. I wonder, how can you hope to stop my conquest if you cannot lay a hand on me? I am Yamato's. I am not in the habit of repeating myself. Listen and understand. Stay here, and do not think to stop me. Abandon your claim. Live here in peace, and know relief from the betrayals that pain you. Rest free of this world, knowing a Skyon yet sits the throne. These are my mercies to you. Been a week. Had to snap your royal ass into your royalty card. Don't forget it. Shh. Does she mean to? Why? I get that she's a special being like Anju. That still doesn't explain why she's talking in circles and beating around the bush like this. If she were going to invade Yamato, she wouldn't have even bothered with me the meet and greet to begin with. Even the supply shipments are a mixed signal at this point. It's not like Tuskur stands to gain anything by throwing resources at us that it could be using for other stuff. Or she's sparing us. She keeps insisting that we live in peace, that we accept her war but stay out of it. It's more like she's trying to protect us? No, she doesn't gain anything from that either. What the hell's their deal? You seem to be under the impression I'm here to make you swell fealty. Allow me to correct you. You will agree to my bargain, and Nakamori will regain its independence when death is settled. There are no better terms than this. Why do you still refuse? Well, I don't wanna. I don't. I'm going to take it all back, do you understand? That warmth. Those days when we... Princess Anju. I have difficulty believing you'll do anything of the sort if this pitiful display is all you're capable of. You have shown your hand, now graciously accept. I haven't lost yet. You cannot best me. Given and accept my terms. Deep down, you know mine are worthy your shoulders for this mantle. Anju lets out a raw, untempered sound somewhere between a sob and a roar cry, charging the princess again. Who easily sidesteps her. Anju trips and everyone carries her gracefully into the ground. How sad. That you call this impotent flailing a Skyon's power. Taunted, Anju rises to her feet and makes yet another attempt. Aqua, you just awoken the shonen powers. And strikes at nothing but empty air, she topples again, hitting face first. All the sadder you must lie to yourself, so... Tears fall freely from Anju's eyes, her face a mass of pain, sorrow, and fury. Oh, you believe she awoke that shonen powers? This time I shouted the primal sound, resonant, visceral, and heartbreaking. Throwing wide, thoughtless haymaker punches like a child throwing a tantrum, Anju charges blindly. What do you know? What do you know of loss? Of having the one thing you ever treasured torn from you? Oh. Oh no. You don't know what it feels like to have that warmth ripped away. She's bitten though. Bowing uncontrollably, Anju begins beating tiny fists on the princess's chest. Deadly blows to anyone else, but useless now. For whatever reason, the Tuskur princess endures the onslaught with stoicism, refusing to give him an inch. You cannot understand. You can't. I can no longer suffer to watch this farce. Princess extends a single finger and jabs Anju sharply in the forehead. What? Anju stumbles in two, then 3 steps back, falling to the floor despite her best efforts to remain upright. Why can't I? Try as she might to find her balance and right herself. Every attempt ends in floor-based failure. What did you do to me? Why can't I stand? A feeling you're well acquainted with, isn't it? Helplessness. The world spins off, no matter how much you cry and struggle to turn it back. You're only wasting your stamina. I delivered a precise cranial strike. Even in all your brutish power, you'll find yourself lacking the balance to stand for some time. Stand, damn it! When shouting at her own feet proves fruitless, Anju is reduced to writhing on the floor. Now. Out of respect for our mutual burden, I had planned to be considerate and leave in peace. But childlessness begets childlessness, it seems. If you must hold on to this so stubbornly, then you force my hand. Princess's tone takes a sudden dark turn. What are you going to do to me? You have proven beyond a doubt that words will do nothing to convince you. So I will break your will with force instead. Stop. Be at peace. You will know no pain. When you awaken, my conquest will be well underway. Stop it. Sleep now, girl, until the deed is done. I can't watch this anymore. You, move out from Her Highness, or I'll be your opponent next. I think not. If she will lay claim to the name, then this is a conflict between divinities. You dare impinge on the divine will? Now, just relax. The princess raises her hand, slowly extended towards Andrew as she speaks in a low, almost soothing tone. No. Accept oblivion. No. That's enough. Just as the princess' fingertips near Andrew, I grabbed the veiled woman's wrist and stopped her short. Go on, I restored the shout. Go on, I'm about to do what's called an epic gamer move. Oshtor. Back down, guardsman. It is not for you to decide. Even if you are Tuskur's princess, even if you claim to be a Skyan, I cannot let this hold on. This is an insult to Her Highness's dignity. I see. Passes an instant. One moment I'm weightless, and the next, my back slams into the ground painfully. Ugh. You are in the way. Oh, shit, she's fast. Couldn't even track her. Master, we are your shields. Though Uru was advanced to defend me, I barely waved them off, staggering to my feet, suppressing the urge to cough. That might not end up well with the blood I can taste in my tongue. I placed myself between warring worlds again. Must you continue testing my patience? I said you are in the way. Keep my jaw locked as I settle for a stance and produce the iron fan. No turning back now. The good spot. Gee them. What is a god compared to a fan? Goosebumps ripple across my skin. What's a god to a god? Why? Do you? What can I see if the princess's expression is, if only for a moment, soft and sad, but the hard, immense pressure she gives off quickly returns. Speak. Why do you have that? Can't see your eyes through the veil, but I can tell they're locked onto the fan in my hand. What are you talking about? This? A memento. A keepsake of a fallen friend. A friend? Friend, you say? What in... My whole body blazes with pain, this in fact far greater than the last, abruptly cutting off at all thoughts. I somehow managed to detect the texture of grass and smell of soil due to haze. She blasted me through the wall and outside. Attacking out of nowhere like that. Yeah, not fair. Ease up for a moment, would you? Footsteps on the stone rubble grow louder in my ears as the princess approaches, following her own path of destruction. I climb to my feet. I'm standing for now, but my knees are shaking dangerously, and my muscles are sluggish to even respond. She's not pulling punches this time either. Why do I get the special treatment? You dare. The warps. I couldn't do that. Make sure the next thing of America. Their college student procrastination is real. Oh, sorry to hear that, Shen. Man, do your best, but if you need help, you know. Shit, I can always take a look, but don't expect too much from me. With a frothy anguish roar, and for a moment my heart seizes in my chest. The others look like they feel it too. Try to brace myself, but it comes to nothing. She blows me aside like a ragdoll, launching me into the air. I'm listening to the story while doing work. Oh, thanks for listening in! Yeah. What do you mean, friend? What do you mean? Memento. It's really good. It's amazing. I shall educate you. Friends are those who stand by one another, support one another, protect one another. Those who fail in this, those who betray. Have no right to speak that word. Oshtor. Oh, Oshtor, why don't you fight? Sister, I know, he's holding back, it's just... She mocked our liege, Ogi. I can't stay calm after that, I know it, you know I can't. I imagine he feels much the same way. Remember, he's an Imperial Guard. And while he continues to guard, we need not attack, we follow his lead. The man's a general after all. Our general. That being said, this is a less than favorable situation to be sprouting those particular platitudes in. This new princess. What is she? Fuck. I think one of my teeth is broken. How can she hit like that? Oh, I said what? My friends wasn't able to protect? Protect what? Shit, I had something too much. Can't put my head dots together. Why? Why do you not attack? I acknowledge you are the worthy opponent. As a champion put forth by the people of this land. But if you refuse to fight, then it appears that I was wrong. That's not true. Torres. The princess extends her hand once again, reaching for my forehead, as she done for Anju's. This is the end. Rest now. When next you awaken, it will be to a world in which my work is finished. Her hand presses against my forehead. Don't underestimate me. The moment her skin comes into contact with my Aruka, a short burst, powerful burst of invisible force repels her hand. My chipped shard tooth bounces off the ground. This is the end? Don't make me laugh. She told you, didn't she? This isn't over. Hardly. Her will is broken. She will not stand. Or are you offering yourself as my opponent? No. Her Highness will stand. She will. Oh, sure. Oh. You and she seem to have different ideas about that. What is it that pushes you so? You claim belief in her. Loyalty to her, even. You trust blindly in a future promised to you by a decrepit old man. Your duty, guardsman, is to your Mikado, not to his misbegotten spawn. At that, Anju flinches, stiffling, because Haku believed. I had thought it was the phantom of the Mikado that bound you, but evidently today is the day for correcting mistaken assumptions. I believed, and thus she will stand. And so I am left to wonder, what is it that drives you, if not that? Oshtor? What drives, huh? I don't expect you to understand. You, who excels in every respect, who's never had to lean on someone else for support. Yeah, you could never understand. You've never had to truly empathize with or understand another person, or had another person understand you. You! Yes, our liege is still immature. The Mikado's love spoiled her, and no one denies that. She shirked her studies, and neglected to better herself. It is true our liege is still immature, but we know. We know how much she's grown since those days, and we know that she'll continue to grow. That soon, she'll become a person fully worthy of inheriting the Mikado's will. She swore an oath to fulfill those ambitions, and to retake the Imperial capital. Until that day comes to pass, I will be Her Highness's spear and shield. Such is my role. If that's your answer then, your equivocation will get you nowhere, but so be it. Your princess, no matter how you may talk, does not share your conviction. I have felt that for myself. My liege. Oshtor, I can't move. My body. It won't move. I must stand, I know. But I can't. How can I look the others in the face like this? Crawling in the dirt, spineless and cowering. Everyone is. Everyone will be disappointed in me. I know it. Spineless, huh? Oshtor. A certain man. I imagine he'll respond something like this. So what? Osh. What's with all the bitching and moaning for, huh? Everyone knows you're not up to this. You don't stand a chance. It's not like your big dark secret's getting blown. It's not news, so why give a damn? Oshtor, you... Oh, calm. Why does it even matter anyway? Huh? Nobody's perfect. Folks have flaws. And yeah, you've got a huge heap of problems, and maybe one of them's your spinelessness. But they're part of your charm. I can't be. But But I'll set a bad example. Hey, don't worry about that for now, okay? You'll get there. Let us fill the gaps in. Until you do. Besides, all you have to do is be a banner, remember? And banners just stand there. You don't need unrivaled strength or razor-sharp wit or any of that. That's what we're here for. Please, Princess. You're doing a fine job as is. Stop it. Take a look around. Everyone knows you're pushing yourself to your limit. We're not sticking around because of some duty or obligation. We're just a bunch of crazies who just happen to like you, no matter what she says. Stop this. Nobody's here because of that rebuilding the great empire talk. Not one of us. Princess, we're here because we care about you. And if rebuilding is what you want to do, we're here to help. Care about me? If you want to throw in the towel here, that's fine. Nobody's gonna blame you. We'll just fall in line and follow suit. Living out our days in peace doesn't sound that bad, you know? This is what the power of friendship should be. Ugh, it's so good! Ah! You. This is how it rains. Don't hit me, Princess. What's our next move? Oh. I want to take them back. Those carefree days. Those people who loved me. Alright, good. We can do that. But first, you've got to stand up. Oshitor. What? We're crying out loud, so you tripped up a little. We all do that way more than we admit, and we're here with you. Things will work out. And if they don't, well, we can look back and laugh at all the dumb stuff we did together. You. Come on. You rather keep rolling around on the ground all day? Haku? Yeah, that is what Haku would say. That name! You dare speak his name? Jeez, that's starting to go south. Cruel, you're prepared, yes? Of course I am. Haku. Anju's body tenses up. She physically slaps her own legs as though threatening them with violence if they don't obey her orders to stand. That's right. If I gave up now, he'd laugh at me, wouldn't he? I won't let him. How dare you leave me behind without my permission, you fool. Just you watch. I won't cry for you. Not one tear. I won't. That's it. There you go. Master Princess Oshitor calls his liege. Dear brother? Ah! Sudden impact sends me staggering once again. There, Oshitor. Shut up. You have mocked me enough. Prepare yourself. Yikes. Okay, she's accepted. Does she not like being ignored? But you misunderstand. Your opponent has never been me. Then I let my eyes fall pointedly on the figure standing behind the Princess of Tuskur. There, Anju stands with feet firmly planted, expression proud and triumphant. Did you not learn your lesson, whelp? I'm sorry to have kept you waiting, Oshitor. Stand down now. This one's mine. As you wish, my princess. Very well. You've become an eyesore anyway. Let's go. If you wish for this, then... Dear brother, there's nothing to worry about. She won't break again. Not ever. You believe that strongly in her? Still, that princess. She sure can be a handful. Oh, that is such a good scene. Ah, man. Those days I whittle away with just drinking and games. Why did it all have to come to this? All but reading my mind, the twins immediately pressed themselves on either side of me. Well done, Master. Shall we comfort you in this time of stress? God, I need to get, like, workers' comp or something. Now they'd pay? Something, man. The words of the man I used to be slipped from my mouth, well before my mind, hazy in pain, can shut them down. What? Just now. What? Just now. What did you say? Oh. Can't be. Uh-oh. It can't be. Ugh. Though the princess manages to block Anju's attack, it's with great difficulty, sliding back with sudden force. What? Come on, yeah. Hold, now it's not the time. Wait, I said! Anju keeps her offensive, ignoring the princess's pleas. Unlike the previous clash, however, her fists actually begin to land. Astounding. Our princess lost the contest of strength because she already lost the contest of wills. So as long as she has the conviction, she cannot lose. You knew that, your brother? I mean, it's my brother we're talking about here. He made Anju stand head and shoulders above everything else this world can throw to her. She couldn't possibly lose, even to another Skyan. And now the princess is flustered, distracted. She's letting strikes through that she is easily dodging before. Guess she wasn't expecting the princess to stand back up. This is called dramatic irony. Stop right now, Looks like they're having fun. Hang in there, Princess Anju. Go, right there. Yeah, there. Yeah. Do not. This is it. Girl, so cocky, girl. Wow. Through Anju raised back with a wide, full-body swing of her fist. Princess manages to twist out of the way at the last moment and digs her own fist into Anju's face. My liege. Not good. She took a full counter to the face. That's as bad as... No. Worse than taking multiple regular attacks. Anju's balance begins to wobble. But she stands her ground and resumes her offensive. Counter-strike to Tuskur Princess' own face. However, rapidly evens the field. They're going blow for blow, abandoning defense. Oh, hey, she did it! Wow. How's that? Where are your big words now, huh? Hmm? I said, you are in the way! The Veiled Princess swings her arm. The air shakes and the ground trembles. Anju is blown back a tremendous distance, bouncing several times before she comes to a stop. Princess Anju? Don't. Anju tries to make a break for her side, but I grab her before she can get away, passing a sharp glare to Ogi in the same moment. Let go of me, Ogi. Our lieges. Trust, sister mine. Please stay where you are, as well, Miss Rulute. But Oshtor has put its faith in her highness, and so should we. Our faith in Anju? This time you will not rise again. Were it not for your own stubbornness. Veiled Princess turns towards me and she mutters under her breath. Your eyes on me even through the cloth. Is that truly you? Your face. Show me your face. Why are you looking over there? What? You think you have the time to make chit-chat and have a look around? Look beyond the princess to a single spot. Anju stood up. Even when her will was broken, she found her conviction again. I have to hold on to that. Now she'll keep getting back up, no matter how many times she falls. Who would believe in her, if even Oshtor doesn't? And above all... What are you saying? What? I keep my eyes expectantly fixed on a distant spot, and sure enough, within my sight, Anju climbs finally to her feet. Those who overcome despair are unbreakable. Was that it then? The Divine Sky and Usumnamtia. You invoke a powerful name, but you're not all that. How can you yet stand? Let your body give way. You are undone. You should not be able to. You said it yourself. Your strikes are too light. Without conviction, they avail you nothing, not even a scratch. I see. But you still resist. You dare impinge upon the will of the heavens even now. I'll keep getting up as many times as it takes. All I had to do is make you fall once. Even if it's only once. And I won't lose. The princess meets Anju head on. The fierce battle resumes. No punches are pulled and no decisive blows lands. But ultimately, Anju is the first to look winded. The long struggle finally wearing her down. Hang in there. Hang in there, Princess Anju. My liege, come on, use that right hook. Now kick her in the... Princess Anju, hang in there. Please. Please, you must... Hey now, what's a girl gotta do to get you to let go, hmm? Interfering at this stage would be something of a breach of tact, I regret to inform you. Royal sport. You want me to just watch? Come on. You can do this. Let's go, Naruto. Your Highness, you can do this. Why? I will not lose. Yeah, Her Highness won't lose. She vowed to emerge victorious. And so she will. Yes. No. 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 Why? Why are you wearing that, Ruka? I can't afford to lose. Huh? What? A sudden ear-piercing bang fears the clearing, and a tempestuous dust cloud blocks all sight. At its center, as the dust begins to clear, a sword thrusts point first into the earth. What are... Colonel? The object impaled in earth before Anju is far too large to be called a sword. Too big, too thick, too heavy. More like a slab of iron. What? Who? Where did it come from? Cast my eyes around, but the weapon's owner doesn't seem to be forthcoming. More than that, what kind of strength do you even need to throw something like that? Bolt from the heavens. Yes. Father. It has to be from Father. Anju reaches out and grasps the handle of the impossibly large thing, even taller than her. Even partially sunk to the ground. She heaves and pulls out the sword free. The heavy blade slice rends the air, pushing gusts of wind about Anju as she heads high. This is who I am. The divine Scion of Yamato, Anju. This is fucking insane. She lifts the enormous sword as it weighs nothing, then brings it down in a heavy, powerful swing. You're outmatched, country girl. Explosion-like impact assaults the princess of Tuskur. She's forced to protect herself with both arms, but the ferocity of the blow is still too much, launching her back into the air. A stone moor prematurely ends her flight and promptly shatters, scattering dust and chunks of rock from the impact. She did it. As the dust clears, however, the princess of Tuskur stands unfazed, not so much a bruise or welt visible on her skin. No. She ate that and didn't even faze her? How strong is she? No, don't be deceived. Look. Seemingly pushed to her body's limits, the princess stumbles, then slumps forward. Anju too seems to have spent herself in that onslaught, leaning against the sword as a cane to stay on her feet. Both of you enough. Roshtor, you have both made displays of your full strength. It's enough. We all know how this ends. But any further, win or lose, and one of you is going to be seriously hurt, or worse. There were a lot of ways this could have shaken out, and this is one we should be happy about, considering the alternatives. Well, what a show, right? I'm going tit for tat with Our Lady for that. It's a good theme, my man. Ah, Kuro. Gotta say, I'm happy she got a chance to blow off steam like that. Like, come on. I'll take fighting over stuffy negotiations any time day of the week. You talk too much, Kuro. Sorry. Shall we call it a stalemate? I have no objections. I mean, we sort of sorted out the princesses in shoes. But we still have the main problem to work out. Now then, delegates of Tuskur. I apologize for the inconvenience of the long journey, but I'm afraid our official decision is that we cannot accept your proposal. I ask you please leave. Oh, interesting. I was wondering what you were gonna say. Fascinating. You plan to take on the court without our backing? Our liege is destined to rule Yamato. If yours would snatch that away from her, then we cannot trust any diplomatic overtures you make, well-intentioned or otherwise. I also ask you stop sending supply shipments. We can ill afford to have our stubborn foe beholden to a foreign country we cannot trust. Got that, right? If you say so, seems like a reckless course to me. Do you truly believe you can break through the Imperial capital's walls in your condition? It doesn't matter what condition we're in or what enemy we face. We'll overcome. I should hope Her Highness has proven that much. Hey, guy talks the talk. It's good that you got resolved, but we need something more than that if we're gonna let this go, you realize? Something concrete, an assurance that really is for the best. This will be a disadvantaged time for Tuskur to enter the Yamatan theater of war. It will be far more to your advantage if you waited. A prolonged war will wear Yamato down, regardless of who ultimately controls it. Yeah, and then, when Yamato is at its weakest, you'll be able to sail for our shores and annihilate us with minimal losses, waiting for your enemies to reduce each other's defenses, then forcing yourself into the gap. That's the way to do it. And you're confessing that much out loud? I see. Your reputation precedes you, Ushtor. You're every bit as audacious as they say. So be it. Tuskur will not impose itself on your war, so long as you maintain your ability to fight it. I'll hold you to those words then. But be warned, guardsmen. When the tide turns against you and the hounds begin to close in, we shall be there. Benui, Kuro, is this acceptable? As you say. Hey, you're the one in charge of this Yamatan stuff. If you say that's the plan, who am I to argue? The supplies we brought on our journey will remain here after we depart. Consider them due recompense for the structures I damaged. You really are a good person under there, aren't you? Anyway, Kuro, we take our leave. Without answering, the princess and her delegation turn to leave. Yep. Catch you kids later. Please excuse us. And hey, you. Next time I want to take you on myself. Sheriff Pathos drew me at the prospect of fighting either of them, while Kuro once before, and fine not repeating that experience. At home or abroad, children are always a handful. Handful of things. Bro, that was... I'm telling you. And that was all that build-up, all that hype, all that payoff, and all that development. It's like... Are you certain that was a wise? That was a gift from... Yes. Never you mind. I like to think you're happier with her than it was gathering dust on the mantle. And look at the updating clothing. They spiffy as ever. I understand. Even more time. Flowers bloom with beauty and potential, do they not? Searching with illusion. Yeah, I was like... Do they not? She'll go far, mark my words. Yes, I believe her she will. It's a familiar feeling, isn't it? Almost nostalgic. I mean... Shantai got the news. I mean, it used... The original game was a plus 18 visual novel, so, you know... You don't have to look that hard. Games 2 and 3, though, there's a lot of fan service, but you're not gonna find any much fusions, I'm assuming. Only down bad after carrying his group. Lighting up their loads, the carts going is much easier, though they shake and clatter every divot of the road. The view of the mountains beyond rolls slowly past the window, so even from my seat inside I get a prime view of Emerald Court, and everyone in it growing more distant by the minute. And that seals it then. I won't be able to. I was prepared for it. I thought I was prepared for it, but... Ushtor. He's probably... No, not probably. Definitely. Why? Why are you dressed like that? And why do you have that Fuka? Haku. So we're really calling off the invasion? The Princess of Tuskur has spoken. There is no altering the course of events now. But the outcome, this is all according to plan, my lady. What are you babbling about now? You taunted them to anger them, right? Make them circle up and strengthen their bond and all that? Am I right? I have no idea what you're talking about. Uh-huh. And how long do you think I've known you? I am the Princess of Tuskur. I will not controvert what I've spoken in that capacity, such as to compromise the integrity of Tuskur itself. We'll leave it at that, I guess. Either way, why don't you ease up, huh? Stop bottling up your feelings so much. It's damn scary watching you cry without making a sound, you know? I'm crying? A droplet falls into the back of my hand. It's only then that I notice large tears rolling down my cheeks. Which continue to flow despite my best efforts to wipe them away. I am not crying. Merely beset by a dust mote. That's all. I am the Scion of Tuskur, of Utsunomiya. Yeah, not concerned with any of that. I'm talking about the mask you put on for your friends, even knowing they'll hate you for it. That was good stuff. Never knew you were such an actress. Hey, Chief! How long have we been on the road now? Wagon grinds to a halt. Let's take a rest here. Agreed. My butt's killing me. I'm gonna get some shut-eye. Don't go running off anywhere now. I'll begin patrolling the outlying areas. Benui disembarks from the wagon and Kuro lays down his back to me. For long, his anxious snoring fills the compartment, all but telling me to go. Benui taunting her for a betterment. But I... A certain nauseous something accompanies the unpleasant sound. That smell... my eye! The burning miasma produced tears of a different kind altogether. Unable to withstand the stinging any longer, I kick open the wagon's door and bail out. What was that, Kuro? Fails to stir. Pretending to be asleep, I should think. Kuro. He replies. Reflects. That's Kuro. Alright, there's no point in trying to reason with this man. But he has far more experience than me in situations like this, much as I hate to admit it. Staying well outside the toxic cloud blowing the ragged, I turn and open my mouth to ask for advice. Benui? Benui, definitely not on patrol as he claimed, looms silently next to the door. Neither our guards nor attendants are anywhere in sight. There's no one else outside. Please take this, Your Highness. Benui produces a tied bag. I accept it almost respectfully, undoing the tie and peering inside. Packed carefully within are clothes, daily essentials, medicinal herbs, and dried fruit. This is... from Lady Fumiru. Fumiru? Now go. But when trouble besets your heart, only listen to it and you will know the way. His words. But if I do that, then you'll... This feeling I'm getting, something tells me he dismissed others to be considerate? You were planning on this from the very start, weren't you? Anyway, I'm sorry. And thank you. I'll be going now, I think. It's good to see you smile for a change. Benui smart. You know? Benui don't miss. It's like what Sephiroth could have been. Sephiroth knows what's up. Hey, she finally takes a hint. In his old age, he lit. Here I thought she'd grown up, but I guess the kid's still a handful. Might have overdone it a little, though. Dun 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 Sephiroth. Ooh, yikes, that was a ripper. Don't know what I ate. Fun fact, it's actually speculated that Kuro is lactose intolerant, and the puffs he ate were used milk. You gotta air out the wagon before the chief gets back. Huh? It's not, tragic. Hey, anyone out there? Window's kinda stuck. Chief! You're around, right, Chief? Peering through the crack, Kuro was met with an expressionless Benui. Chief, open up, huh? Chief, I'm dying in here. Come on, Chief! You can stay right where you are. Anyway, don't miss. And Kuro can't even damage it because of the expensive ass wagon. Talk of Anju rebuking the foreign delegates' unreasonable demands spread through Enakumoi like wildfire. Castletown bustles, troop morale rises with every fantastical retelling of the story. Does nobody realize the extent of the trouble we're in now? Now that we've forced them out? My job to do something about it, I guess. I'll worry about that later. My liege, you were spectacular. Fighting to the end. A hard-won triumph. You worried me for a minute. That was a ruse. Yes. A mere distraction to lure her into a false sense of security. It would have spoiled the fun if I used my full strength from the start. Were I serious? It would have ended in an instant, aren't you? You're adorable, but please. A merciful Scion gives our opponent the courtesy of the first move, after all. I'll play, my liege. How noble of you. Right? Continue praising me. You know, she really does remind me of Umu. Oh, Princess Anju, please don't move around so much. I can't rub in the salve of you. Ow, it stings. Be gentle. Yes, your highness. Like this? Yes, like that. Very good. I am pleased. No, we don't make it any worse. And so you had all the fun. I want to fight too. What? Why would you want to fight her? Do you realize how I mean... What's wrong? It's nothing. Blast it. I can't tell him how hard fight that really was. It looked as though I won with grace. She's adorable. But lacking self-awareness, huh? Well, if nothing else, we saw how cool it was. So, hey, you've been holding out. I had no idea you had that kind of strength. F. Oh, I know. Hey, you wanna go around? You and me, locked in bitter mortal combat to the death. It's a great idea, right? Blood just everywhere, face twisted in awful pain, taking cuts and bruises, giving cuts and bruises, a proper spot of fun! I will, accept your challenge another day, but tonight I am tired. Tomorrow, then? Oh, yes, I forgot. The Divine Scion is forbidden by Imperial decree from fighting in formal duels. Such a shame. Really too bad, yeah. Damn. What's a move, princess? Oh, is that right? Bummer. Your brother? I know what you're going to say. Don't worry. We'll find a new source of supplies. Okay. That is not what I was going to say. Sir Oshtor, allow me to treat your wounds too. Oh, Her Highness. She has several light abrasions, but nothing's broken, and her head's alright. It could have been much worse. I see. I'm glad it's nothing serious then. Taking that many direct hits and emerging with only scratches. Now, Sir Oshtor, let me treat you. I shouldn't let her touch my face. No, I'll handle these on my own, thank you. I have a duty as the Imperial Guard of the right to fulfill. I could take a few bumps and lumps, but some spit and it'll heal. Don't worry about it. Oshtor, don't you have something to say to me? Have I interrupted? It's nothing. I was just asking Oshtor to let me treat him, but... That's no good, Oshtor. You should get looked at. It may feel fine now, but some injuries hurt you slow. She is correct. Your brother is not yours alone. Please don't fidget and blush when you say it out like that. Please. God, don't look at your brother like that, Nekone. It's all lies, I swear. Filthy lies. Or something happened to you, we could say. Moment, I know. As a reward for your valor, I shall personally treat. Haku, stay down, man. I shall see you to my brother, thank you very much. Oh, Nekone, seriously, someone's gonna steal your big brother away? It's so cute how devoted you are. Their sibling love is most beautiful. That's not it at all. What are you talking about? Neko's embarrassed. As Nekone takes medicinal supplies and sees my injury, the group I sent to investigate the supply shipment finally returns. Verification complete. The provisions bear no trace of scrying, spell weaving, or other means of demiurgic tampering. And testing sample batches yield no indication of poison. Good work, all of you. We'll put them to use as soon as possible. Meanwhile, yet another group unaware of the day's dramatic events lingers outside the castle walls. They returned before sunset, but their pace was leisurely, slowing down their journey. That was amazing, Kiru. It was so beautiful, all full of flowers. Thank you for taking us, Kiru. I'm glad you enjoyed it. We'll make the hike again, I promise. Sorry for all the trouble. You did this for her sake, I'm guessing. Huh? Well, Shinonon's been feeling down ever since we settled in, yeah? Oh no, it's not my intention, but just... Well, with the boss out of the picture and boss lady skipping town, it's rough for a kid, you know? I want to do something for her, but damn if I got a clue what. They were out on stroll this whole time. They went on a hike. Yes. People's moods and emotions behave as they will. But Shinonon, I think she looks best with a smile on her face. Yeah, you've gone and become one of us grown-ups, alright? When I first met you? Nah. But now, you've really polished up that manliness of yours, yeah? They didn't hear the multitude of shockwaves. They were in the mountains, in a flower field, for Shinonon to relax in. Have I? That's flattering, thank you. All that aside though, you sure this was okay? This was your special spot you took us to, yeah? I'll keep it quiet. Cross my heart. Oh no, it's... Don't worry about it. Oh, he was planning on showing that spot to Nekone. It's not what I want to take Nekone there or anything. Tragic. Oof. Gotcha. Kiru, sometimes you just gotta give up on stuff. What's the point of moping around? Kiru, but don't you worry. When you get turned down, I'll be your rebound. Damn. Oh, so go get rejected as much as you want, yeah? Oh, damn. Does she even know what those words mean? Alright, now we race home. Bet you can't beat me back to the castle, Kiru. Easy, Shinonon. Watch your feet. It's dangerous to run blindly. Always a considerate gentleman type, but never to the right person, huh? Is Kiru Obros's cousin? Nah, unrelated. They're in different countries after all. But, yeah. They both take to me. A walking ray of sunshine until he tries talking to the lady he likes. What a mess. Because he keeps on getting memed. Ain't my place to point it out to him, I suppose. How's the thing go? A dad's gotta be willing to become a Nobuzubu Kami for his daughter's sake. Cause he actually can't act like a prince, just not in front of Nekone. And, you know? Forgive me, kiddo. He doesn't mind the status quo continues. Never means Shinonon gets a chance of happiness. Haha. Huh? Who's there? Hmm? There, in the shadow of that boulder, someone's watching the gate. Blackboard follows Kuro's line of sight and he catches it. A silhouette is shifting suspiciously in the dark. That's... Boss lady? Go on. Is that you? Why are you... I think, Oh, never mind. It really is you, isn't it? I'm so happy to see you. Yes, it's... Everyone else is gonna want to see you too. Well, I'm sure, but... Ooh, boss lady! Boss lady, are you really back? She don't know. And I've been a good girl just like you told me. Well, a lot happened since then, Shinonon. I know. You don't gotta say anything. Shinonon? It's because you're feeling real guilty about leaving in the first place, and now coming back is weird and gross. Ugh, my heart! Damn, this kid. But... So it's kindest to pretend it never happened. Shinonon too cute. That's what Dad said, yep. Well, I mean, he's not wrong. Checkmate? Checkmate. Koan turns towards the swordsman, glaring fiercely and trembling in anger. But Checkmate pointedly looks the other way, whistling as though wholly uninvolved. Come on, what are you talking dead for? I gotta take you in to see everyone. Yank. Shinano sees Koan's hand and sets off in a breakneck pace, giving her a little time to react. What? Shinano, wait! Didn't say that stuff to tea there for that all that's worth. Shinano's just got a good memory. Same as her dad. Checkmate? You probably shouldn't tell kids like that so straight. Oh, enough of that. Come on. I can't believe she came back. Looks like things are gonna get interesting again in a hurry. Never a dull moment, yeah? Hey! Hey! Shinano, is something the matter? We can hear it. The song of faith, the will of the cosmos, echoing an internal refrain. Hey! Look who's here! It's the boss lady! She's back! Boss lady? Boss lady, isn't that what she called... What? Shinano, wait! See? Boss lady! Boss lady's back! What? Go on? Dear sister? Miss Koan! Ruchi is the first to break into the uneasy silence, tears spilling from her eyes as she staggered forward and throws her arms around Koan. Miss Koan. Miss Koan. She buries her head in Koan's chest and begins to sob with relief. Ruchi. Koan gently runs her hand up and down Ruchi's back, comforting her. I'm sorry. It's alright. It's alright. You came back. And that's all that matters. Oh, it's Koan. Welcome back. Really all you have to say? Why do you ask? Koan just left to pop by home, didn't she? Figure she'll be back sooner or later. Tui. Well, you aren't wrong, I guess. Anyway, it's good to see you again, Koan. Having you around again is really reassuring. Reassuring, sister. Goku. Yeah, that too. Stop! Still, she should come earlier. You missed Her Highness' big triumph. It was quite a show. Oh, there. So we meet again. The medicine you sent proves the Panchaea my body needed. I am restored to perfect health, and I have you to thank for it. If only you'd been here to witness the victory you've enabled. I wanted you to see it. Aren't you? Everyone, you're not gonna say anything? You don't want to know why? Well, what's there to say? You got your own circumstances, and you were the closest to Haku. After what happened to him. It's not like we could have told you to calm down. Not our place. How can we blame you? Feeling the warmth from those words, Koan grows quiet, mollified. Mr. Villa, however, Nekone. Bolts from the room before Koan could say anything more. Nekone. I'm sure Neko just isn't sure what to say. Yeah, lots happened. She opened up to Haku in the end too, you know. I'm sure she still wants you around. No, don't worry. She's a smart kid. I'm sure she'll understand. Will she? We'll go talk to her. I'm sorry. Could you, please? I'll start some tea. Please wait. For this, I'll bring out my very best slave. As Koan sees Ruti off, she hasn't changed from the old days. Like she never left in the first place. Koan suddenly looks this way. Our eyes meet, and she freezes. Oshtor. What should I say? Koan's back. You'd say something. Hey, I'm glad to. We stumble over one another's words in our haste, the net result was silence. Were you going to say something? No, nothing. Go on. Then. Oh no. Shoot, what was I gonna say? Well, time to forget. Master, his time. Master? Why are these two? Hi. Glad to see you well. It's been some time since our last parting. Why are those two with you? Them? Master's final words. Lord Oshtor is our new master by his last command. I was surprised as well. It just goes to show how deserving a vassal my Oshtor is. No, your highness. The words honor me, but it's more testament to their loyalty than my worth. Is that so? Koan knows who Oshtor is, and Oshtor will find out who Koan is. Ah, the dramatic irony is thick. Phew, looks like she bought it. Enough, we'll speak of this again later. For now, a feast. Besides, it should make my savior stand around and talk all night when there's food to be had. Everyone, prepare. Our friend has returned. Tonight we feast. Ah, despair. Oh, you were not ready for the despair. We'll go to any land for Yamato's peace. If circumstances call for it, I will need your assistance as well. I understand. I look forward to your efforts. While you come all this way, I can have some tea prepared, perhaps. If you will wait a moment while I go prepare the drawing room. Not necessary. That aside. Is this it? Yes, it's not complete yet, of course. But I cannot say if it will be useful. Ruthless as always, I see. Even I would hesitate with such methods. Well, it's only part of my research. I should take that as a compliment, I suppose. Besides, you're the one who demanded that my theories be put into practice. Otherwise, I certainly would never. Claim what you wish, but get me results. Oh, you have no idea. You are not ready. But, yes, let's check out Nekone. Bug to kill a god. Oh! Perhaps. Koan gently combs Nekone's hair a section at a time. It's been so long since we last did this. It must have been while we were still at the Hakurokaku, I think. Nekone remained silent. The observer might note, however, that rather than remaining still purely for Koan's sake, she's just sitting, lifeless. We used to do this all the time with the Hakurokaku. With Luthier, huh? We did. Your hair seems more dry than it was back then. It's beautiful hair, you know. You should take care of it. Here, let me get the front as well. Yes. Oh yes, I brought you a souvenir. It's a durable hairpiece. I picked it out because I thought it would look great on you. A hairpiece. Nekone repeats the words blankly, turning to face Koan. Putting down the comb, Koan begins going through her pockets, rummaging through the pouches inside her clothes and sash. It was, huh? Where'd it go? Oh, I might have actually left it in my room. Hold on, I'll go. Koan rises and feels a sudden tug at her sleeve. She looks down to see Nekone's hand clinging onto the cloth in an instantaneous reflexive grab. Oh. Nekone seems just as surprised as Koan. For a moment they both stare, their eyes wide. Nekone? What's the matter? It is nothing. Nekone's hair droops to the ground and her hand slides on Koan's sleeve. Nekone. Though Nekone lets her hand fall, Koan takes gentle hold of it, covering the girl's hands with her own. She puts Nekone's hand to her cheek and closes her eyes. So small, but it's a little rougher than I remember. Just like your hair, you need to take care of your skin by taking baths. Frequent baths, eating well, and restful sleep. That's the secret to good health and lasting beauty. Yeah, sleep. I cannot sleep. Nekone hesitantly meets Koan's eyes. All this time, I have not been able to sleep. Koan is speechless for a moment, finally seeing the tiredness in Nekone's face, but her smile soon returns. Then you can sleep with me tonight, alright? I'll be by your side. Alright? Just tonight? Will you be with me forever? You will not go anywhere, will you? Koan can feel Nekone's hand shaking. For Koan, her voice seems to shake the very air itself, like a ripple across water. And something in her heart quivers in response. Nekone. Oof indeed, now. Oof indeed. Koan opens her mouth to speak and nothing comes out. A moment passes, then she slowly shakes her head, thinking better of it. No. Never mind, I think. Koan cradles Nekone's hand in her own and nods softly. I will always be with you, for as long as you want me to be. You won't have to worry about me leaving ever again. Dear sister, may I comb your hair next time too? Nekone looks down. Even as Nekone's tiny frame shakes, Koan pulls her closer, gently and carefully strokes her hair. I'm sorry. I was late. Are you sure about that? Dear sister? I'm sorry, I disappeared. I'm so sorry. Dear sister? Dear sister, she finally breaks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Koan repeats his soft apology over and over until Nekone's whimpering falls silence once more. I think I'll take a break. Little down the latest scroll of paperwork and stretched to my feet. It's a relief after all that sitting around. Irony of this, that Nekone will have to apologize. My injuries from our encounter with the princess has mostly healed, but I got some scars here and there. No actual pain. Go against my cheek and rotate my shoulders experimentally. I don't feel any pain or any uneasiness anywhere. After I got beaten so badly too. Not that I'm complaining about recovering quickly. It's probably true that this Aruka has boosted my body's natural healing, but even still. Would you move? That voice is from outside. Listen in, hearing someone just past the door. Ooh, Zara should be waiting outside, but sounds like there's someone else. Is that Koan? Please let me through. I will appreciate it if you didn't get in my way. He is very busy. Master is currently working. We cannot let anyone visit. I understand he's busy, but only need a few minutes. Please leave. We will not let you disturb Master. I don't think it's much of a disturbance to go in and say a few words, is it? We will not let you pass. And most of all, we will not let you see Master. Ever. Can't hear them too well, but it sounds like they're arguing. Here through the crack between the doors, Arunu and Sarana seems to be blocking Koan. Doesn't sound good. Hope it doesn't escalate. Damn. Yep. Could tell even from that quick glance, tensions building between Koan and the twins. Look, I'm sorry for that. Koan's mother is the first to break the silence. About how I left when they needed me most. About abandoning everyone. That wasn't unforgivable, wasn't it? But that's why I'm here. I didn't mean to do that, but I suppose it doesn't matter what I say. You won't believe me. That's why I won't make excuses, but... Facing the twins steadily, Koan continues. Even if you listen to nothing else, I want you to hear this. I won't disappear like that again. I want to be with everyone until the very end. That's the decision I come to. You don't have to forgive me. But I want you to trust that I won't break this vow. Go on. Twins silently stare back at Koan's resolute gaze. Not important. Huh? That does not matter. Doesn't matter. You don't have to say it like that. Koan knit their brow at an unexpected reply. Here I was, all eaten out with guilt. You are mistaken. It has nothing to do why we will not let you through. Completely unrelated. Mistaken? And why won't you let me see him? You smell. Huh? You freak. Please use more discretion. I smell? That can't be. Take a bath. Make sure to wash. Even use my favorite perfume. And sure she tried to couple sweet sniffs. You are in heat. You are releasing the scent of a vixen. This scent beckons to seize and teases men. Concerning. They saying you smell like a dot. It is dangerous. We cannot let you near Master. What? Finally realizing the meaning. They. Go on, flushes red. What are you saying? I smell nothing like a vixen. Think you're just guessing at my intentions. Not guessing. You have cleansed your body, and you're coming to visit late at night. That is proof enough. I should think I didn't come for that reason. Calling Koan out for her sight. On sight, yes. Very dangerous. If we allowed anything to happen, it would be too late. We cannot allow you to see Master. They speak in perfect unison as Koan cringes. Are we wrong? Koan, at a loss for words, faces the twins' silent pressure. Then what about you two? I don't think you're in any position to talk. Koan retorts, but twins tilt their heads in confusion. And what is that expression for? Why are you stating the obvious? We exist only for our master. We are our master's personal victims to mate with as he pleases. Always waiting. We gladly accept any duty desired of us. We are waiting, ready for anything, anytime. Say what now? Long story. Just watch the goddamn playthrough. One thing, starting from the first game might be a bit much. Long story short, I don't know how to describe them. Yeah, I shouldn't have no context. Twins are thirsty, and let's leave it at that. Can't tell what they're saying. It's too muffled through the door. Actually, it sounds like a fight was about to break out. What's happening over there? I can see Koan's looking down with a blushing face, and the twins, despite still being expressionless, seems to be gloating. Great without contact. That's bugging me. I need a close here. Let's shuffle closer to hear it from my ear to the door. My foot hits it. Master? Ah crap, they noticed me. Oh well. Open door, revealing myself to the three outside. Oh, Tuskur. Koan smiles for an instant, but looks away immediately. But almost immediately, she looks away awkwardly. Is something the matter? No, I simply thought I heard some arguing going on outside and decided to see what's going on. Is something the matter? Nothing. We were just talking. Nothing worth noting. Long story short. Twins were raised by horny old man to continue humanity. Horny old man, let's go. Actually, well, that's just a bonus feature. Horny old man, pragmatic old man, create these magical masks that let people turn into freaking kaijus, and decide, maybe I need an extra safeguard in case some shit goes down. So he created a pair of twins, because in his research, twins. How do I put this? There's always got to be a set of twins that know sealing magic. It requires two people in perfect sync. So he's like, okay, that works. And boom! My version's better. I guess. But they are not really concerned about continuing humanity. Oh. Right. She hesitates mid-response. It's not like her to be so unclear. Maybe she just doesn't want to bother me. Turn to your seat. We shall make tea for you. Please wait inside. But wait, there's no need to push. The twins gently push me back into the room. This seemed like a good chance to talk to her. No, you can't just leave her behind. Lady Koan, you come as well. I won't want to distract you. I'm just about to take a break. Would you talk with me while I do so? Master, she came to visit. I can hardly just turn her away. Ready tea, mine and Lady Koan's. We understand. You requested, Master. Twins silently back off, opening a way into the room. Apologize. Come in and make yourself at home. Alright, excuse me then. I invite a tense-looking Koan inside and we sit across from each other. Silence descends. Both of us are waiting for the other to start. So we're facing each other, but what do I say? I didn't think I had this much difficulty talking with Koan. She's not saying anything either. It's getting awkward. Koan keeps glancing to me, but she stays silent. If she knew. The Tuskur in front of her was a really haku, it'd be easier for her. Touched the Karuka on my face with a reflexive check on my disguise. Tuskur. Koan mutters my name with a slight hesitation. Are your injuries mostly better? Injuries? Yes, they're fine. Really? I heard that when you met that delegation, their princess hit you really, really hard. I'm surprised you found out. The only information we made public was the news of our religious victory. Huh? Oh, well, yes. I heard someone talking about it. I suppose when it comes to an event of such gravity, it's hard to keep everyone silent. Still, you need not worry. I feel no more pain. Can't just stop worrying. Look at you. Koa's eyes flicker across my scars. I cannot deny it. I was well and truly beaten. That princess's strikes were brutal. Sorry. I hardly think it's anything you should apologize for. But Now, as you can see, the wounds are closed. Most of the swelling is gone too. It was worse? And it healed that fast? Indeed. I am more or less healed now, and I have no more complaints. Touch my fingertips to my Akuruka once more, feeling the coldness of its smooth surface. One seems to have finally accepted my reassurance. Thank goodness. Conversation gives way to an awkward silence once again. Oof. Well, looks like we could make that line of conversation last. I'm gonna have to cheer too. If I just scramble to make conversation, Korn realized instantly that something's off, which I do. My thoughts are interrupted by the steaming cup of tea being placed on the table before me. Here is your tea. We apologize for the wait. Today's tea is somewhat sweeter than usual. Ah, thank you. I'm sure I will enjoy it. Korn's given her own cup as well, and the sweet scent seems to relieve some of the tension between us. It's time. This tea should help us relax a little. Maybe we can get the conversation flowing again. Come on, just call him out. She too much of a sissy. I lift the tea to my lips. The flavor brings an unexpected smile to my face. It's good. Temperature is perfect. It is. It has just the right amount of sweetness. It's like my fatigue is draining away. We're delighted. Your pleasure makes all our training worth it. For some reason, the smiling twins glance at Kuon. Damn. Second? Master, would you like another? Well, I don't see why not. Could you wait a moment, no store? Kuon stops me midway through passing my cup back to the twins. What is it? Do you wish for another as well? Sure, there's more than enough to. No, not that. I was just thinking, why don't you take this opportunity to try other teas? Other teas? An interesting proposition. If you have them ready, I could try a cup. Thank goodness. Kuon opens her bag and extracts some kind of tube. This is something I brought from Tuskur. I want everyone to have a taste. Oh, that sounds good. And what kind of tea is it? I don't believe I've had a chance to drink any varieties from Tuskur. I'm sure that you'll like it. Just a moment. As the tea leaves in a curious teapot, careful precision, and pours hot water after them. She works in focus and methodical movements, so she's brewing medicine rather than tea. Let's go on. Can't expect the same graceful movement of Luthier, and as long as she doesn't pour in the wrong and there's the spill. Here, have it while it's hot. While I take the cover off the cup, an earthy, refreshing smell fills the room. This is green tea? That's right, I believe it's quite rare here. Smells good. Been a while, since Honoka made the same thing for me. Now go ahead and drink while it's still hot. Indeed, it would be quite a waste to let fresh green tea go cold. Pause a moment to enjoy the aroma to take a sip. Delicious. It's refreshing and the taste is subtle. These must be the high quality leaves indeed. It is a mellow flavor, but a potent one. As I expected, it is a high quality tea from Kotatsu, famous even in Tuskur. Luckily, it was just a season for new tea, so I was fortunate enough to find fresh leaves. You enjoyed it? It's a fine tea. Thank you for going through all that trouble. Well, I could drink this forever. I'm glad you like it. It makes all the trouble worthwhile. Damn. Oh no. Oh no. Weird, I'm feeling chilly. Did I catch a cold? Clap back. Oh no, there's too much class. Oh no. Fuck. Oh, so run. Tea snacks. Master, would you like a light meal to go with your tea? Come to think of it, I am a bit hungry. Vindication. Piroshiku. It goes well with this tea. Tea snack them. This is an unfamiliar one. The Piroshiku golden bun gives off an enticing smell. Exquisite. We adore it. We wanted to share the flavor of our master. Took the Piroshiku and the new cup of tea from twins and opened my mouth to take a bite. Oh, I also prepared a little something. You too? I appreciate the sentiment, but... Korn takes out some kind of food wrapped in a leaf and places it next to the green tea. It's called chimak. Chewy, go well with tea. I haven't seen this before. Looks tasty as well. The confection of Utawarerumono. Thought something sweet might help balance the bitterness of the green tea. Of course, it might not go well with the tea of this land, but it's so sweet already. Korn looks at the twins, they stare back. Before it gets cold. It's best when warm, bun becomes soggy when cold. Now, Ushtor, aren't you going to eat? Yes. Push a bite of 3. I take a bite of both snacks that I did. Both were delicious. They make fine pairs to the teas you all prepared. Thank goodness. I'm glad I splurged on the good sugar. We are happy. It suited your taste. We are glad to know you enjoyed it. Indeed, it's the first time I had either of them. Couldn't help but indulge myself. Like them both. Thank you, all three of you. Both? Yes, the salty flavor of the birishuku is a treat I can't imagine getting tired of, and it's quite filling too. Sadly reminding of the drinking gagging with on. The texture of gentle sweetness of Jamek is a fine treat, one I like to have again. I see. Oh no. What's the matter? The three of you suddenly have such icy looks. Why is the atmosphere gone all uncomfortable again? I got worse chills than last time. We have more. Not just birishuku, but other snacks. I have more ready too, so you can eat as much as you want. Where have the midday been hiding all this? Both of them suddenly have plates full of stuff, piled high with various snacks. I'm not sure I can finish all that. Master, say ah. I'm capable of eating on my own, thank you. We should help you eat. You mustn't dirty your hands, it will interfere with your work. You don't have to go that far. Wait! Knowing my protest, twins pick up one of the snacks and press it to my mouth. What are these two thinking? Oh sure, this one tastes better. Come on, say ah. Acorn, what's coming to you? You don't have to do that. Don't be so modest. Now open your mouth. Corn also takes the snack and closes it in. I'm caught between her and the twins. How did I end up in a situation like this? Is this some kind of dream? Or maybe a nightmare? Oh god, it's exactly like... poor Obero's freaking incident. Not much I can do. I have no choice but to eat the food presented to me. Poor Haku. That particular delicacy is usually kept in water, so it stays cold. How was it? We are confident in ours as well. Dried fruits are baked inside, so it's a tart flavor. Can't quite manage any words in response, mostly because I feel too full to speak. You see, they did. Oh, sure. I mean, they're all delicious, but I made way too much. I lost. Just poor Haku. Lost count of them right now. Oh no, the flavor doesn't matter. With this much food stuff in me, taste is the last thing I'm concerned with. I'm getting heartburn here. Which do you like? We have plenty more. Please tell us. What's more food for everything too? Want you to enjoy all of it? I apologize. I can eat no more. Your kindness is much appreciated, however. Yes, that's so. Oh, that's right, huh? I never did eat much. Don't you judge me by your usual proportions. She's letting it slip. Oh, thank goodness, I can finally rest. Good thing I'll get to get a drawer into a clothes. I start to relax my posture. Then I'll sure. You might have recovered, but you must be tired from all your work, huh? I do find myself sitting for long hours. Lately, my shoulders and back get stiff quite often. I might have something for that. There's this ointment for fatigue. Would you like to try it? That sounds good. Please, by all means. We will attend to your body. Come on. Please relax. We shall massage your stiffness. Just say it. What you two? The twins quickly slide closer, try to touch and prod me. Don't you two think it's a little rude to jump in like that? Practical. Massaging first will increase the effectiveness of the ointment. We shall go first. They finally eye each other in the room and feel tension once more. I thought it was all over, but now we're back to this. When you have one body, you realize. Surely we did both. We'll end up putting more stress on it. True, I think. Oh, Kwan and twins seem to acknowledge this, nodding together. Phew, looks like I avoided a repeat of the last incident. But I will handle the legs and you two work on the shoulders. How's that? What? Understood. We accept the proposal. Leave it to us. Wait, I need to return to work. Just sit back and let us handle it. And you don't feel any pain right now. I need to make sure your wounds have healed correctly. Relax. You have built up fatigue. We shall handle it. Touched by both the twin and Koan soon flat on the ground. Now let's start. First we need hot water. That end. We shall prepare it. We shall prepare light some incense to help you relax. That should multiply the effect. They bustle around preparing. Oh well, at least Koan's getting back to normal. She probably had a lot on her mind. It'll be a while before Koan's back to her old self. Maybe if we do it slowly, we can make up for lost time. Koan looks a little more cheerful than before, eyes full of equipment, thanks to these two. I mean, that's the whole reason they were challenging her. We won't lose. You're dangerous. We cannot let you near Master with such a victim-like scent. We won't hand him to you. The battle has just begun. Or maybe not, as usual. Who knows what the heck they're thinking. And that does it. Now Ushtor, hold still. Time to show our skills. We shall lead you to a world of ecstasy. Too late to tell him I need to get back to my paperwork. I miss Lutia's gentle thoughtfulness. The thirst is too real. Like I hear an enemy out there. There's a fortress for stocking the soldiers with supplies. Nothing I didn't know already, but war is really expensive. Still, can't just sit here and do nothing. Pull my arms and again. Pull my arms and think, looking down at the papers detailing the damages except from the previous battle. Well, we have Tuskur for these supplies, and even all these costs are still within my estimates. I think I'll call it a night for today. Put down the scroll I've been reading and stretch, glad for the solitude. Sunlight, I should rest. Oh, thank you. Oh, someone places a cup of tea down, I turn to them and freeze. Thanks for all your work, Oshitower. What are you called? Why are you here so late at night? I must have been or maybe Velutia being considerate. Do you have a moment? I just thought, perhaps we can have tea together. I was just feeling thirsty. Thank you. Come to think of it, it's been a while since I've had tea with Kuon. Almost the last time we had tea together. That surge of nostalgia gives me pause. Kuon, oblivious, looks around the room, a little more fidgety than usual. What's over? She keeps darting those looks at me. What's wrong? Are you looking for Nekone? Oh yes, I don't see her, so wondering what she's been up to. I imagine Nekone will be back after a while. Oh no, it's okay. I don't have any specific business with her. She feels like she's really on edge. It's weird. It's not like her. Which means you have business with me? No, nothing in particular with you. Oh, she used nothing in particular with Oshitower, huh? Interesting. I just came by without any particular intent, I suppose. I see. You know Oshitower? Now that I think of it, we've known each other for quite a while, but we've never had a genuine conversation, I think. We haven't? I think we're on friendly terms. So how is everyone? What do you mean? You saw them just this morning. What I mean to say is, how were they when I was gone? Was it exactly easy to answer? What am I supposed to say? They were sad because you were gone? Sounds like I was blaming her. Well, they were fine, I suppose. I see. And were you? It's nothing. I see. You could have at least finished your sentences. The conversation dies down again, and a palpable awkwardness fills the air. For some reason, she keeps glancing towards me, and it's quick little twitches, kinda unnerving. Like she's gauging my reactions. Well, it's a lovely moon tonight. It is. I'm thinking about Haku. What? Haku will often use the moon like this as a reason to drink. Not to mention, Haku was given to those little fancies. Shit, that was close. Almost responded to that name. Go on staring at me. A lovely moon tonight. Indeed. What was this awkward atmosphere? Nobody saying anything. The conversation ended that last statement. Next of the twins showed up. It might take some of the pressure off. Look hopefully to the entrance, but outside of anyone coming back anytime soon. The minutes tick by uncomfortably. Getting hard to breathe in here. Come on, someone. Is there anyone coming back? Oshitower, are you here? Ah, Savior. Bursts the voice and breaks through the tense air. Nosari. You were here too, Claude? Well, pardon my intruding. With those nonchalant words, Nosari takes a seat by me. All done with work? Nosari to rescue. No more. Contract up, please. Then you have time to spare, right? Let's get back to our competition then. I've had enough of this losing streak. This time I'll win it all back. I'm at Oshitower, fair and square. Again. Versus a low wager before I know Nosari's gonna keep on gambling with me again. Well, keener than usual. Every so often she comes by for a rematch. Competition? Yep. A while back, Oshitower and I had a little gambling tournament. The game where Oshitower came out with called Hanafuda. Pretty fun. I got really into it. Still, I never thought I'd lose the clothes off my back. I was stripped stark naked. Oh no. Saw that. Yep. Start naked. Well, I figured something to bet. I got a little ahead of myself and that's how it ended up. Maybe you think. That's just how gambling is. Sometimes a good woman's gotta accept defeat and let it go. F, 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 F. It got a lot chillier in here. Come on, please. Last time I indulged in some request, we played long into the night. I still have some work to finish up. My apologies, but perhaps next time. Oh, don't say that. You need a break sometimes too, you know? How about you join us, Koan? This game's really deep and addicting. I can certainly attest to that. Why, I'm willing to bet money you'll feel the same. I appreciate the offer, but I'll decline. I'm sorry. Arthur raises both eyebrows at Koan's awkward response. Then she looks to me, then back at Koan. Her brows furrow as she realizes something doesn't seem quite right. What's going on? Be right back. Arthur bolts from the room, and then returns almost immediately, with a fine looking bottle in her hand. Alright, so let's drink. Plunks the bottle back down on the table with a loud thud. Nosuri? I don't know what I just walked in on, but we're drinking. Let's start from there. What the heck is she saying? So Nosuri seems serious about it, like it's a natural thing to do. She doesn't look like she's joking. We have no reason, and we don't need one. For now, we just drink. I told you, I have work to do, I'm sorry, but... Come on, don't say that. You can work anytime. But you have to take moments like these as they come. Nosuri beams, and before I can respond, she's poured 3 cups full. Here, go on too. Ah. Well, the only response to the sound of hesitation as the brimming cup is dust towards her. I get it now. At last I wonder who Nosuri is being considerate to. Well, Ushtor, you can allow yourself just one day to drink and forget about work, huh? Nosuri to read. Nosuri's a good woman. She's adorable too, but sometimes... You're right. Give Nosuri a nod and take a cup from her hand. Tip back, downing the whole drink in one gulp. Okay then, think I have a little. Figuring out Nosuri's intention, Koan smiled and emptied her own cup. Nosuri grins in satisfaction, looking conspiratorially between us. Come to think of it, it's the first time we've drunk together like this, isn't it? Tonight we celebrate. Oh, hold on. Nosuri doesn't even wait for a response for filling a cup. Koan hastily moves to balance her own cup, barely avoiding spillage. Come on, come on. Don't worry so much about the details. Koan seems to relax. She takes her cup back. Fill it once more, taking her time with this one, drinking slowly. Yeah. Seeing Koan finish, Nosuri cheerfully pulls another measure. Not bad. You can handle your drink, but I won't lose. Nosuri gulped her down with a smile. But this is quite a high quality liquor, isn't it? Are you sure you're fine with bringing it down? Why, this is exactly the kind of occasion we save for the good stuff for in the first place. I see. So you do. Nosuri gives herself a refill, then eyes me disapprovingly. Oh, star, your cup is dry. One more. Pour my... You know what I mean? Nosuri pours my cup full to the brim once more, near overflowing. Whoa there. But only the finest, you know? If you're not drinking, well, that's just being rude to the liquor. I understand what you're trying to say, but... Oh, that's right. Final that conversation. Koan suddenly pauses, as if something scared her. She drains her cup and rises to her feet. Something wrong? Wait, right here. Through? Ow. Koan walks out of the room with a fast pace. Curious of where she's going, but it's probably not worth asking. But more than that, something else I'm wondering about. Looks at Nosuri, meeting her eyes. What is it, Oshtor? Ready for another? What is the meaning of this? What do you mean? Any reason you suddenly decided to turn this into a drinking party? Nosuri tilts her head at my question. Well, I suppose I don't have one. It just seemed like the right thing to do. No reason at all? Nope, none. I don't think you really need to justify having a drink with your friends. Nosuri goes down another cupful. It's highly possible she just wanted an excuse to drink. But at the very least, she hoped without the awkwardness between Koan and I. Nosuri would agree. That's her intent from the start. No subtle manipulation is exactly her forte. Maybe she just sensed the atmosphere, did what first came to mind. Either way, it's an undeniable fact that Nosuri dispelled all tension we had moments before. I see. Tonight, Nosuri just did what a good woman would do. Think I will have another. That's the spirit. Sorry to keep you waiting. After a couple more drinks, we see Koan return with something in her hand. You were gone for a while, Koan. What's that? A souvenir, I think. Some sake and snacks from my homeland. Very nice. Ooh, this is the Hurikaku's specialty. I can't wait. Nosuri grins eagerly, seeing all the snacks laid out in front of her. Koan seems delighted at her reaction. Will the two of them be drinking all night now? So much for my work. Honestly. Then I'll small sigh and finish the rest of my cup, hiding a smile. As I do, I catch a glimpse of Koan whispering to Nozuri. Thank you, Nozuri. Don't know what you're talking about, but I'm glad you look like you could breathe again. Ah, everybody just so good. It's a beautiful moon. I murmur half to myself as I look up to the moon above. Quiet night. Not a cloud in the sky. The drink will be a perfect thing to complete a night like this. Oh yes, a bit of something strong would be lovely right now. After we nod in agreement, looking out on the moon alongside me. You'll join me for a trip later tonight, won't you? A moon like this is a perfect guest for the tree party. It'll be lovely. I'll open a special bottle for a night like this. I'll be more than happy to. Putting that aside. Are you going to explain why you dragged me into the forest in the middle of the night? Oh no. After he suddenly dropped me in the middle of the night, pulled me along to the edge of the forest. No explanation given. It's there a couple times now, but she keeps breezily dodging the question. So now we're here, standing around, making small talk. To fight. That's a little while longer. Won't be long until the next guest arrives. I guess. Who's she talking about? I'm sorry if I kept you waiting. So what's you... Oshtor? Yeah, I'll just make 26. I'll fix it later. Go on. Sorry for calling you out this late, pet. There's just something I thought we ought to do. Oh, don't worry about it. So what do you need us for this late in the evening? Koan tilts her head and she questions Atsui. But oh, she sneaks a glance at me. I wonder if she called Koan out. How do we stand with roundabout methods like this? If she has something to say, she would just come out and say it. Nothing special. I just thought maybe we could have a little fight. I'll call it. Fight? Atsui meets my broad expression with a big smile. Did she just say fight? I didn't really want to go through with all this sticky trouble to put it together. But nobody else is gonna do it, so it's up to me, I suppose. See, but that Oshtor could be our witness. Hold on, Lady Atsui, what are you saying? May I ask why? Atsui lets out a small sigh. It's so we can settle things, I suppose. It'll clear the air between us, so we can get back to being friends. Go on, you've been distancing yourself from us, haven't you? That's not true. No, I can tell from watching. You're keeping your distance. More than before, anyway. Are you feeling guilty about running off without us, then? And if you stay like that, it's bound to feel icky for you, too. So I thought we could just get rid of that awkwardness. Wait, I said. This isn't making sense. Why is there any need to fight in the first place? Well, it's an old saying, isn't it? Fists speak louder than words. Violence makes the heart grow fonder. What? A punch is worth 1,000 words. Birds of a feather fight together. To whack onto others as you would have done to whack onto you. I don't know how to fix that. You're making zero sense. Is she really serious about this? Really, I don't normally do this sort of thing. I just want to drink and have fun like before. That's it. Is she really convinced by all that? I suppose I've been causing you trouble. No need to worry about it, pet. I'm doing this for Neko's sake too, anyway. Nekone. So it's fine if we have a tipsy little fight to the death, right? Getting a little dangerous, I think. Ooh, I missed. Nice one. Atsui beams, blowing her spear at Koan as though that's the natural thing to do. Like a flash of lightning, both attacker and defender move in an instant. What? That was right at her heart. Atsui, are you serious? If I'm being honest, pet, I've always wanted to have a fight to the death with you. But since we're friends, I held it in. But now, after you showed me that, I can't hold back anymore. Ah. Atsui knows. Matsui knows. Showed you what? Can't imagine what you're talking about. Good. So good. It's amazing that you had that up your sleeve. Oh, Kuon. You really are a tease. I think you're mistaken. Matsui thrusts her spear out without any kind of wind-up or warning, and Kuon leans to the side, parrying her strike easily. Oh. Yes, that's what I need. Matsui grins, shifting stance easily, leaving Kuon no time to react. But you refuse to stop? No, who wants to stop, pet? This is too fun. Another thrust, and this time Kuon barely dodges by a hair. I see. Use this and I'll fight you a little, but... Kuon lets out a sigh and then gives Otui a smile. Don't blame me, I guess. Shudder. Then chill cools through the air around her. What's this feeling? Kuon serious about this too? Sheer menace radiating off Kuon is enough to give me goosebumps. Otui's knows too, but her eyes are gleaming with anticipation. I can't hold on from here on. So I better say this now. If I kill you, I apologize. That's all I can say, really. So good. Kuon. You really are the best. Damn. She's fast. Think of eye, Kuon's nails clash against Otui's spear. When did she? They were so fall apart just a second ago. Oh, this feels so good. Don't you feel it too? Kuon straight up deflecting that spear with her freaking fingernails, huh? Damn. Thought it might have been enough to take off your head. Too bad. Oh, pet. Couldn't let it end that quickly. Wouldn't be fun at all. You want to have fun, don't you? They're serious, those idiots. They deadly the air around them. Feel like I should stop this, but I can't bring myself to step forward. The power seems about equal. If I jump in, I'll accept that balance. Worst case, they'll take each other out. Safer if I just watch. I still have to make up for that surprise attack, but you can go first. Are you sure? Overconfidence comes with a high price. Before she even finished speaking, Kuon darts in with a vicious strike. Your life. Looks like that will end it, but Otsui evades with a deft low twist, thrusting her spear at Kuon's shoulder. Too slow. Kuon dodges the attack by an inch, grabs the spear and pulls Otsui towards her. Oh! Otsui is pulled right into Kuon's next attack, but she sees it coming, giving her a chance to block and counter it. Too shallow. Otsui's foot lashes out in a kick aimed at the hand holding her spear. The Kuon effortlessly dodges, and the two of them leap apart, distance themselves. They're both incredible, can barely follow their movements. Are you sure about this? If you don't pick up the pace, you might get that head of yours ripped off your neck. You'll find that hard to do with a hole in your chest, pet. They close in once more, but their movements are so fast that the commanders are barely visible. The sound of their clash echoes in the forest. As a proof of their struggle, though, the trees and loam around the battlefield are being torn apart by the impacts. Is it just me, or have they lost sight of what they were trying to do? Without a deep sigh, the tree trunk snaps and crawls to the ground in my peripheral vision. The clashes get more infrequent. The two of them finally appear in front of me, straining against each other in dead heat. This is so fun. The last person who gave me a thrill like this was old Virai himself. It's now really time to be excited. Two of them suddenly vanish. Flash is instantaneous. Two silhouettes fly back, and an instant later, a delayed crash booms through the woods. It's finally over, and two of them are. Man, they're tough. Guess that's a draw. Still, they really made a mess of this place. Eventually, a little closer, two of them flat on the ground, out of stamina. They're surrounded by cracks and craters in the dark. Are you two satisfied now? Absolutely satisfied. Now that was a fun time. Damn it, Goku. Fun isn't the word I'd use. We're done here, then we should be heading back. Everyone's gonna be worried. Why not you then? Why would I need to worry about fools who do stupid things like this? Oh. Oshito is cross. Of course I am. Normally I would learn Nekone immediately. Wait, please don't. Oh, not that, pet. anything by letting Neko find out. No, I can't do that, knowing how worried she'd get. Now get up. How long do you two gotta lay there? The Koana and Atui remain lying there on their stomachs. They wobble and wiggle like worms in dirt. They show no signs of rolling over, let alone getting up. What's wrong? I think I can't move. Ow. I can still feel those impacts ringing my limbs. Damn. Ooh, I'm all out of juice. I got a bit too carried away. So in other words, they had so much fun they couldn't even move anymore. I leave them here as punishment, but if Nekono found out, and then I lifted mobile duo, helping them lean on my shoulders. Wow, thanks, Oshitor. Both flopping around like dead weight. You're heavy. Are you? Ow, ow, ow. Please be more general. That tickles. Don't move around. If you're gonna complain, you can walk with your own feet. You're only making this harder. Telling us we're heavy. Good joke, Oshitor. The last time I tried to carry this much weight was back when Koan made me try carrying those bags of a mom. Oshitor? I can't help it. I'm too achy to move. Oh, no, that's what I call a good time. Hey, Koan. Can we have another deathmatch someday? Please? Damn it, Goku. After we beamed entire satisfaction, I think I'd rather not. Koan, however, was grumpy. Despite her words, she looks a lot more cheerful than before, as if a weight's been lifted from her shoulders. Thank you, Atui. It was only a whisper, but audible nonetheless. Well, it's fine. I'll pretend I didn't hear it. It's already late evening by the time I passed by Rutia's room. No, don't. It's embarrassing if you touch there. Wait, that was Koan's voice, wasn't it? Wait, what are they doing? That's surprising, Miss Koan. Didn't think you'd be so soft here. Stop teasing me. How about here? Oh, that's too much. Wow, oh, what exactly are those two doing in there? Could be something serious, I think. Need to get a better grasp of the situation. Yeah. It's gotta verify for myself. I'm not just trying to justify peeping in or anything like that. I'm just worried about them. Not peeping in the first place, alright? Just make sure they're okay. Sure, buddy. By my perfectly legitimate reasoning, I put a hand on the door, cautiously opening just enough to peek inside. It feels so good. Harder. Like this? It hurts, but it's a good hurt. Inside, Rute is sitting on her prone corner. Shut them up. Grabbing firmly their pressure points on her back and legs. Well, that's about what I figured. That Rute is just a little lighter than she usually works. I can see her legs. Shut them up, they could have stopped. Koan had her clothes pulled down enough to expose her back, so it's kind of a stirring sight. Sorry, was that too strong? It's okay. If it hurts, it means it's working. Shh. I understand. No, but I feel so much more relaxed. That's good to know, but I was worried. You suddenly appeared at my door with such a pained look in your face. Is something causing stress for you? Oh, no, nothing really. Probably overdid it a little, you know, just a bit. Nervous twitch, Tio was sweating. I did some light exercise, but it ended up like this. I wish I wasn't so fragile. Turn the service. Really Tio's face creeps in worry. Hold it on. Koan, fragile? It's got more power than a guy twice her size, that you can move around more nimbly than any acrobat. How's that, fragile? Yeah, battling emotions. Really presses her thumb into Koan's hips. Koan's master. Really? Koan turns to her head to see Rulute looking at her with a sad expression. Rulute's pale and slender fingers firmly rub along Koan's back. Wait, not there. Stop. Ruthie, you don't have to worry. Damn. Ruthie is giving her the tickle torture. Ruthie, however, leaves the door and continues to give Koan a Shinatsu massage. Looks like she's putting all her weight into it, but Koan looking less like she's in pain, and more like she's extremely ticklish. Right, I give up. It's not what you think. Find a tickle spot. That tickles. Ow, 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 ow. Can't keep herself from laughing, tickled by the depressive, and with her sore muscle, she's soon writhing in pain. Ow, 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 ow. Tickle, pain, pain, tickle. Korn flails her legs from under Veluti, unable to fend off the attack. I'm sorry, Veluti. I apologize. So, ow. But I should realize it. This would be more effective than the simple pain of a Shinatsu massage. Korn lies flat on the floor, completely exhausted and breathing hard. Veluti is still on top of Korn, is also breathing pretty heavily. I suppose someone might be able to see this as an erotic site, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't really fit that. I'm sorry, Miss Korn, but it's alright. It was my fault for not telling you. Guess I can't fool you, though. Miss Korn, please do not worry me so much. You feel so transient sometimes. Like Sir Haku. So strong, but at the same time, like you might break at the slightest touch. Like a corner reader's heard. Then, sometimes it feels like you won't ever come back. Just like Sir Haku. Veluti. You won't leave us again, will you? Damn it, I ended up eavesdropping. This isn't something I should be listening in on. I better head back to my room. Quietly take my leave, with the duo inside never knowing I was there. Under a sky far removed from Yamato, the lone figure sits in quiet meditation. I think I might leave that for now. I think the next scene is a little bit hefty. So, yeah, we got a really good scene tonight. Well, you know, the Anju versus the princess fight, not the Veluti torture with Koan. I mean, that was nice too, but it wasn't, you know, good. Oh yeah, thanks for keeping up now, and thanks for showing up, Shen. I'll try to get this back to YouTube and see how it goes. And yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. So thanks for watching, and hopefully this was a very good chunk of the story for everybody. This was really good. It was one of my favorite sections, in fact. There's more to come. Hopefully you can look forward to it. So anyways, to anybody still watching, thank you so much for watching, and have a good night, everybody.